My pockets be hard as hell.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Welcome back.
Yo.
Welcome back to the world's most dangerous morning show. I'm sorry. Welcome back to Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, Angela Yee. No, wrong show.
Yeah, no. No.
No.
Not quite.
Okay. Welcome back to Atlanta Carcast. I must have just watched it, huh?
Yeah, you must watch it in the morning.
Maybe one day we'll have that kind of audience. Maybe one day.
Or maybe we'll have a catchphrase that we can say the world's most dangerous podcast.
No, not that. No, nothing dangerous about it.
Anywho,
informative.
Informative. Yeah. I go by the name of Mr. One of your hosts. To the right of me is a lovely, glowing as usual Miss TJ at THX, by the way. Above her is Mr. Skip of Skips, Trophies, and More for all your car, show, award needs and accessories. And to the left of him is the...
I got a word.
What's the word?
Uh-oh.
Today's word.
Abominable?
Okay. No. You made me forget the word. Never mind.
Wait a minute. What?
You made me forget the word.
She plays this puzzle game and she's on level 7,800.
79,000. 79,000.
Excuse me, 79,000.
Yes.
It's I've ran out of words. All I got is 3-letter words in my arsenal. She's up to 5-letter words.
We're gonna call him the Fabled Hulk.
Oh,
how about that?
Fabled Hulk.
Fabled?
Fabled, yes.
The word of the day is fabled.
Yes. Yeah.
We
could say incredible. We could say incredible, but
But that's incredible.
Incredible has been used forever.
That's
Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, the Incredible.
What's up, people in the viewer section? What's going on? All y'all.
So this is episode number 10. We are back. How we feeling, folks?
Good.
How was your week, TJ?
I have been feeling terrible. I'm just gonna be honest. I had COVID, and I've had this lingering headache. It will not go away. I feel terrible almost every day.
Oh wow!
I'm pushing through, but
you're still working, boss.
Sure it ain't sinuses, because allergy season is upon us hard.
It is definitely allergy season.
Pollen coming.
And I do think it may be attributed to that, but it's a different kind of headache because it's I can't describe it. I am accustomed to having sinus headaches. This is not really a sinus headache. It's just a nagging pain.
Is it a BB?
You know what?
Yeah, boy, I tell you, boy. Some people just say the damn shit.
Well, let me tell you where that BB comes from, right? Because I'm allergic to everything. Literally, I'm allergic to everything. I go outside and I itch. I get just hives all over my hands. Pollen season, if I touch pollen touches me, I just break out, right? So I had touched something and I had this whole hive thing situation on my hand. And I'm showing this fool. I'm like, oh my God, look at my hand. He's like, yeah, those are probably BBs. I'm like, BBs? He's like, yeah, bitch bumps, because you probably was acting like a bitch somewhere.
Did you, TJ, did you see?
Yes.
Oh my God. That's one of my patented moves.
Yes, it is.
Did you how you fix your mouth to say that to your wife?
Everybody has moments, man. Don't be a bitch ever. It doesn't matter.
A BB is a bitch bump.
Bitch bump.
Man, you need to be hitting the throat. Oh my God.
I probably was being a bitch somewhere. I'm like, oh wow, okay.
Oh my
so
God.
Now,
I've
so
heard
now,
it all.
Damn, I ain't never heard of
what's wrong with me.
like
He's like, yeah, it's probably the BBs. You got the BBs.
Probably BB.
I get beat up in my sleep. For some shit like that.
Now you got a headache because you've been kind of acting like a bitch lately.
And you say that in such a joking way. I don't utter that word in this house.
No, when you not calling.
He's not saying it to me. He's not.
Yeah, I won't say it.
Yeah.
No.
When you talk about everything, you have a different dynamic in your relationship.
Yeah, he's my
You
BFF.
talk about everything.
He's my BFF.
We do. No, we do. Yeah, we talk about everything. But I understand how damaging that word is from a man to a woman. So if I say it in a woman's presence, then I didn't see her, or I really needed to get my point across.
It was actually really funny when he said it.
That is hilarious.
Have you ever had a bump? And this, I might show my age. Have you ever had a bump on your tongue and you be like,
and they called it a lie bump?
Yes.
Called it a lie bump. That means you've been lying.
You've been lying. I figured I put the two together.
There you go.
That's like a BB bitch bump.
That's a lie bump.
I get on my tongue. My mother say, just because you've been lying.
You've been lying. You've been out there lying.
Never heard of it.
But I grew up believing this shit though.
Old school terms are real, and they all meant.
So some people just have a bumpy ass tongue.
You know, a whole lot of people have all on their tongue.
Ass skin when them filters turn off. Anyway, Skip, how was your week? I'm sorry.
Hey man, y'all know what? For the last 2 weeks, so I've been telling y'all I got this Suburban. Struggling to get the transmission out, get it back in. Got it in, truck running like a sewing machine. Right down the road, fuel pump go out. Cut off in traffic. Bad thing about it, the truck holds 28 gallons of gas and I just left the gas station.
Oh, wow.
So I got to pump all this gas out into something. Because 28 gallons of gas is almost 200 pounds. And to let that tank down won't be the problem. Getting it back up will.
Wow.
And so, yeah, problems. And today is my sister-in-law's birthday. They flew in, her and one of her best friends and her daughter and a bunch of people at my house. We went to the casino. We went to the casino today in Wetumpka, Alabama, to Wind Creek. We won. I won. I left for winner. Y'all want like $200.
Cash up your brother 75 cents, man. Cash up your brother 75 cents.
75 cents.
Did you hear it? But yeah, they're about to go. I see cakes and everything now, but yeah, it's been fun, man. It's gonna be fun, and I got a lot of stuff to do, so I probably will get like 3 hours sleep between now and Sunday. Still got the light show Saturday afternoon on into the night that I got to do, along with everything else that we got planned for her sister and the kids and everything. So I'm gonna be stretched out as cake, stretched. You should give her a tank of gas for my birthday. No, I have to give her a tank of gas regardless. So what you mean for her birthday? I wish it was that simple. You only get it on your birthday. Other than that, you got to do it. No, I'm one of the men. I don't let my wife put gas in her car unless it's just absolutely 100% necessary.
What a gentleman.
So a lot of shit happens at gas pumps.
What's the vibe, Talk?
That's true.
Well, man,
you still putting 87 in that thing?
Man,
yes,
that thing. No, he's talking about me. No, it's still filled up. I ain't even. It's at the shop getting worked on.
Okay.
I got 2 or 3 different shops he needs to go to get everything done.
You got
Huh?
You got an ETA yet?
Hell no.
Well,
Hell no.
ETA, I think the music should be done this weekend, by the weekend, and then it goes into getting the rest of the stuff done next week.
Hell no.
You can't tell us what the rest of the stuff is.
That's a no.
Hell no.
Tune in to Hulk and Tia.
What the hell? I've been tuning in. I ain't seen shit. Now.
We got a lot of stuff in the chamber. Just
yeah.
relax.
Oh, well, every week they tell you that, it ain't.
So if they ain't watching Last Take, you ain't watching Hawk and T outside.
Hey,
anyway,
man.
But yeah, it's been a smooth week, man. It's been a smooth week. So
that's good.
I just want to keep it smooth, keep it calm, keep it positive, keep it moving. Yeah.
You
me nothing.
Beat anybody up this week?
Same.
I'm sorry. Did Hulk beat anybody up this week?
Yeah, just 2 people.
Okay.
Just 2.
You beat people up?
What she mean? Lock them up.
You know, you shake them down and
shake them down, lock them up. Same thing.
Yeah.
2 people.
That's
Joshua Henson. Yeah, 405. Man, if somebody see 405 right here, the line gonna be down the street.
For me,
like, shit, yeah.
He's in,
at Sam's Club.
He's in South Carolina, right? He's in South Carolina.
Talking about mid-grade, huh?
Oh,
not
mid-grade.
You goddamn right. Mid-grade like 460.
No, it's more than that. Well, it might be.
87 is like 460.
Yeah.
No, 87 is 429.
All over here is 459, 469.
Oh, it's 460.
Well, over here.
Club,
okay, go ahead.
At Sam's Club is, I think, 404, 405. Last week it was 398, 390 something.
I'm not trying to get in that line though.
Yeah,
I go, but the object of the game is to go first thing in the morning before the pumps, when the pumps open, late at night before the pumps close.
Is QT cheaper?
Yeah, it's 429 at QT.
429.
That's why when he said 405 for mid-grade, I'm like, wait a minute, that's cheap as hell.
Yeah, he's in South Carolina, I think.
But the average is 430.
481 mid-grade. That sounds more like it.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, that sounds about better. Yeah.
But anywho, we got a show tonight, and we didn't title this. We don't title them anymore like we used to. But this is kind of like a town hall. There's been a lot of chatter, and we wanted this to be the platform that people can be open and honest and have a civilized conversation about some of the stuff that's going on in the culture. Thing one is kind of spinoff clubs and leadership in said spinoff clubs. Thing two is why we can't just trust people like we kind of should. You know, like a lot of these clubs don't even have treasurers because they don't trust people with the money. A lot of these people don't have PROs because they don't trust people with the social media passwords. A lot of these people don't have secretaries because they just don't trust nobody or they don't have nobody. But I mean, trust is a major issue that's leading to the downfall to a lot of these spinoff clubs per se, and to pre-existing clubs that's been around for a while. You know, they've been around for a while. They may be stuck in their ways. So a lot going on. We have the link to the actual show pinned to the top of the chat. You can put questions in the chat box, or you could call in at 770-852-0569 and get this thing going. So who should we start with? Skip. What do you think?
Let's get it. First question.
What do you think? First question. Why don't we trust our leadership team that we put in place?
Well, trust has to be earned or built. As many people that know me, and as many people that trust me, they had to learn to trust me. They grew to trust me. I gave them a reason to trust me. Just because I create a car club or an organization doesn't mean if I invite you guys in or accept you guys in, y'all should automatically trust me. So when people say, why don't we trust the higher ups, is because they haven't proven it. They haven't earned it. Just because Biden is the president don't mean we need to trust him. We just take him for his word. You see what I'm saying? You trust your parents. You trust people that do for you and show you they got your back. So to give somebody some trust, you're already going at it the wrong way, in my opinion. You still got to earn it.
Can I ask you a follow-up question?
Mm-hmm.
So should said club B start the club after they gain the trust or before they gain the trust? Because can't in theory you can't start a club without leadership, and if you don't trust anybody, you can't find any leaders to work with you.
Well, see, when you say trust is such a strong word, a big word to use. If I like, we're going to use Hulk. If I like Elite Muscles movement, and I want to join them because I like what I see them doing, or I like how they carry themselves when they're out, I'm gonna join that club. Now, do I trust my leaders? Not until they show me that they deserve my trust. Now, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. They're there for a reason, so I'm gonna see if he's a man of his word. I'm gonna see if he does what he says he's gonna do. Then the trust will start to build. But to just go into it as a prospect or whatever, oh, I trust him. No, hell, I don't. No, I believe in what he says. Believing somebody's going to do something and trusting somebody's going to do something, two different things. See, you can trust your significant other to do what she says she's going to do. You can believe that Skip is going to do what he's going to do until I show you that I'm consistent. I'm consistent with what I tell you. Then you start to trust me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But let me add something to it. When it comes to trust, it's also the individual. If somebody's being screwed over time and time and time again, they're not going to trust anybody per se, because that's what they're used to being. They're being used to being screwed over. If you come from a club and that club, you felt, let's say felt, because you don't know, you felt like they was being shanky with the money, or they've been led down the wrong path or whatever, and they go to the next club, they're going to bring that same mentality with them. So sometimes it's that individual.
Yeah, but you
TJ,
know,
your thoughts?
I have no thoughts. I haven't been in
No
the car
thoughts?
club. No thoughts.
well, see, I don't equate just being a leader of a car club meaning you should have trust. You know, trust comes from, like Hawk said, if you've always suffered from disappointment, if you've always saw people taking advantage of people that give their trust away easily, it's hard for you to trust anybody until it's proven. So if you try to build a car club from the beginning on trust, how will they know to trust you if you don't show them?
Yeah,
you see, so it's an example thing. It's a leadership thing, and like I think Constance said, everybody is in charge. Just because they're in charge don't mean they know how to lead. I've said this at a lot of meetings. People will realize they can't lead when mutiny start to happen, or they start to get revolts, or they start to get blowback. You understand? Or you're not a good leader because you can't handle all of these different issues coming up. And most people
also, go ahead, Skip. I'm sorry.
Most people will realize, hey man, you know what? I don't think I want to be a leader because my temper will get into it, and then my feelings will get into it, and now I gotta defend my integrity because this person feels like I'm a cheat, or I'm a this, or I'm a that. So people will realize quicker than what you think that they can't lead. It just so happens that somebody would have to tell them or take their place.
Yeah, and I think it goes both ways too. It's about members trusting the leadership, and it's about leadership trusting the leadership that they put in place. A lot of times there's breakdowns on both ends. Like when the team doesn't trust the leadership, they leave. They don't understand what they're doing. They don't know where the money going every time. Even though some clubs don't do anything with the money, some clubs do stuff with the money.
You can be completely transparent, and you still get that stigma. You know, and we all know that you can be completely transparent with it, and when money's involved, it's always money's the devil. That's what they say.
I'm just trying to get to the root of why these breakdowns occur, specifically between leadership. And let's bring our first guest up. And y'all can feel free to join the show if y'all want. Y'all don't have to be on video. You can't be. You don't have to be on video. But let's bring Toretto up. Not to kind of single him out in his situation, but there was a breakdown with his vice president, and it caused a little bit of confusion on the internet. And so yeah, let's talk about it. So why do you think there was a breakdown or a change up with your former vice president?
Well, he was my lieutenant, my sergeant at arms.
Oh, Sergeant, I thought he was your VP. Sorry.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I thought. That's what I heard too. That's what I thought that too.
No, he was my lieutenant, my sergeant at arms. We just had different views on things, and it's been like that for a long time. You know, we just always saw things differently. You know, if I say, you know, we should go left, he think we should go right. So, you know, it's always been like that between us for a long time. So I guess this situation here was just, I guess, the straw that broke the camel's back on that one.
So let me ask y'all, that what he just said is normal with all clubs. How do y'all feel is an appropriate way of handling that situation? Because it's always going to be somebody that's going to want to go left when you want to go right, you know, versus sitting down, having a conversation and getting a point across of like, why are we bumping heads? Do you automatically throw them out the club? How do you handle a situation like that?
I mean, somebody's got to be wrong at the end of the day, right?
But if
they both can't be right,
right? But if you're the head of the club, and it's your vision with the help of your team, and the key word is with the help of your team, you know, and you got one. I say again, one bad apple. What do?
Yeah.
Well, my thing is this: the bad apple, if you leave it in there too long, it'll spoil a whole bunch. But you identify these things, and if it's the type of bad apple that wants to cause dissension, then you got to get rid of it immediately. And then you call a meeting, or if it doesn't happen in front of everybody, you got to let everybody know, hey, I made a decision without y'all. This needs to happen. This is why it happened. I'm being transparent. If anybody feels any kind of way, now's the time to leave, or now's the time to crack about it, so we can get it out in the open. A lot of people don't do that. They don't discuss or talk about what happened between the CEO and the VP, or in his case, the sergeant at arms. It comes out because one person tells their side, and the other person be like, you know what, I'm gonna let it die down. And then the narrative is built. You see what I'm saying? Now you got to break through this whole wall to prove, hey man, this is what happened. Why should I have to explain to y'all? But that's the old, if you plant the seed, it'll grow. So
Right.
Yeah.
But that's my outlook on that. And another thing too, in any organization, how the structure is built. If the vice president retires or leaves for whatever reason, and somebody that doesn't have a position is promoted over, say, the treasurer, the secretary, and everything else, and becomes the vice president, they need to understand how the organization runs. There should be a chain of command. There shouldn't be no, well, I feel like this, I feel like that. Hey, stay in your place. Or you can go ahead and leave. See, being strong-willed is one thing. But if you don't get your way, you shouldn't pout in that like a little sissy or something, because Skip won't listen to what I'm saying. I think he's just running his dictatorship. Well, it kind of is. And if you, in the grand scheme of things, if you don't have a board or a chain of command in place, it's gonna be a dictatorship at the end of the day. That's just what it is. Right. You know, people want to sugarcoat it and say, "Oh no, it ain't this," and I take it into consideration. Well, who makes the final decision?
Do you think that most of the time it's still a dictatorship, even with that so-called board in place?
Yes.
Wait, what word she used?
Dictatorship.
Oh, dictatorship.
Simple word.
Simple
word.
Oh my God.
But the key to it is communication. You know, and having a strong team that can communicate effectively, because everybody can't communicate, you know. when I mean by communicating, being able to have a disagreement and come to a realization that we have to agree to disagree and be adults about it. And if we can't come up with a compromise, we have to let it go.
Right.
But everybody just can't communicate effectively, and
And a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't want to hear what another person has to say. People don't listen. They listen to respond, but they don't listen.
Respond,
they don't listen to
understand.
understand at all.
Yes.
So
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
I think there's a lot
That's
true.
Of
that in any avenue of life. You know what I mean? People are already set in their thought process. They already think what they think. No matter what you say, you can't change their minds. No matter how transparent you are, they still want to think what they want to think. And it's just difficult to get past that block. You know what I mean?
And
Right.
then
Well,
on
see-
top of that, then we add the fact that, I feel like I can do it better than you, comes into play.
Now that leads into, there was two questions, two statements made in the comments. Nighthawk said most people get mad when they lose their spot, then they want to start their own club. If a club is started out of spite, envy, jealousy, or whatever, then the people joining that club are not asking the right questions before they join.
Facts.
But
You
do
see
they
what I'm
even
saying?
know what? But do they know what questions to ask when they join their club?
Okay,
If
hey,
you're fresh off- if you're fresh off-
no. It's simple. It's simple, huh? It's simple.
It is.
You was changing lanes yesterday. So what happened? Oh man, it's bullshit. Oh no. What happened, dog? Now, Skip. Well, you just left changing lane, start your own shit. What's going on? Hey, changing lane member. Man, what happened now? And Nighthawk, I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm sorry for using your name like that. But this is just examples I'm saying. Well, he did, he that. Now I'm going to go back to Nighthawk since I already used your name. I don't want you to feel no kind of way. Hey, big dog, they said this, they said that. I want to join you, man, but I don't want to jump in the middle of some shit that I know nothing about, because it's going to look like I'm taking sides if I join you. That's just the way it is. So
Well,
when
yeah.
people don't ask the hard questions, they accepting everything that's already there. Envy, jealousy, hate, whatever. You're part of the hate now. You instantly become part of it because you joined it without asking questions.
Yep.
And I'm not saying don't go with your friends or whatever, but you gotta ask questions.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. But if I'm new on the scene and I don't know to ask, that's what I was more so talking about. But when it comes down to your enemy is my enemy, I'm gonna join your club. And that's that's what a lot of people do.
Well, yeah, and that's even in my club, it's like that. So
that's
you can't control everything. See, certain things you just can't control. But what you can do is say, hey, look, I don't care how y'all feel about Hulk and Tia. Over here, we focusing on shut it down, boys. Let Hulk and Tia do what they're gonna do. Now, if y'all gonna come in here and every time on our page you got this negative connotation about them, or you got this negative shit to say, or I hope they fail, whatever, take your ass on. You see what I'm saying? Because I can't stop you from not liking them or disliking them, but I can stop you from trying to poison everybody else against them.
That's being an adult. Everybody can't be like that.
But that's leadership. That's part of being a leader.
But some people, we gotta be honest, are just fucking patties.
Okay, and that's part of it too. See,
and that's even in the church.
You got to take the good with the bad. But see, you said some good stuff there. You got to take the good with the bad. Yep. If you go anywhere looking for things to be perfect, you are bound. You're doomed to failure. That's just it.
You're
so
100% right.
In this car club world, we understand. I'm petty. No, I'm not. I'm not the kind of petty where we all got pettiness in us. We all got that. I told the motherfucker. I told you, didn't I tell you? You know, we all got that. So to say we're not is lying. But when you're spiteful with it or when you're hateful with it, it's a whole nother ball of wax.
What is that?
He petty too.
Now we know.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
See, I don't consider myself petty. I consider myself quite shady.
Same thing.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
That's a different animal.
What's the difference?
No,
I'm be shade right there in front of you.
What's the difference? Petty and shade is the same.
I'm just
It's the
being funny.
Yeah.
I'm just being funny.
but you know, in Toretto's case, since we got him on here,
Yeah.
when the stuff happened, the first thing no, you missed it. The first thing I said was, "Hey man, don't call, don't text, don't do nothing. Leave it alone. That's your business, that's your club. But if you're listening to me, leave it alone. Let's move forward. Let's make sure we get this show off the ground." Right. And then the other stuff happened, of course, with the video, and then I replied and everything else. But you have to have the state of mind to say, if I go down this road, what's going to happen? Mm-hmm. Am I going to have to run somebody over? Or am I going to have to worry about getting ran over? Am I going to have to defend myself against 50,000 people because these 2 people or these 3 people don't like me? You know what? I ain't going to need to go that way. I'm going to take a detour. And that's the part of leadership that a lot of people don't have. I ain't scared of Mike Tyson. But if Mike Tyson's standing there with a scowl on his face, I think I'm going to go this way. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got to pick your battles. You got to understand that for the betterment or the greater improvement of what I'm doing, let me go this way, man. Let me just let them have it. Sometimes you can't do it. Sometimes, you know, you got the what they call them, the push buttons. Man, I know goddamn well Skip ain't gonna let that little dude talk to him like that. Right. Skip turned around and be like, well, fuck you. You go do something. Let me handle my business. I got, you know, but my opinion.
So Toretto, what made you successful with your spinoff? Was it your leadership? Was it trust? Or what was it? Was it something different?
I would say it was a little bit of both trust and leadership. I mean, of course, through life, you're going to trust people, and then later on, you'll find out that, dang, I shouldn't trust them. Or, man, I should have been more careful before I trust that person, or I shouldn't be so trusting. In my case, it's more so me being so trusting, and then, of course, stuff happens. So, with my leadership, I'm very careful of who I put in certain places. If I feel like this person will be good in this area, then I'm gonna put them there. If I feel like this person will be good in this area, I'm gonna put them there. This person want to do this, and I'm like, I don't think you're set for this. You might be better suited for this. I try to strategically put people in different places that I know that they'll be good at. That would help me. That would take a lot of work. Like a big load off of me. As far as making flyers, doing social media stuff, that takes a load off of me because I don't have to be constantly on the phone or stuff like that. That, and then of course, obviously networking and talking with other clubs, working with other clubs, supporting other clubs. I mean, I do my best to come out every weekend if I'm available, if I'm not working or doing something else. So I believe that contribute to my success of where Torque Team is at now.
Gotcha.
But putting people in the right position means you have to know them, know their character, know who they are, and what they stand for. Sometimes you'll put a person in a position that's just the wrong person altogether. And once they're there, they're pretty much hardwired in, where people are used to what Skip does. Now, if you take Skip out of that position, you're creating an issue. So putting somebody in that position versus having their peers vote them in that position, that's the dictatorship part I'm talking about. Because if I create my board, it's what I want. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You rather be a dictatorship and not like a voting
system? No. I'd rather everybody vote them in. That way, if there's an issue, think about it. We got 50 people, right? And you know what? I found this club, but I want y'all to decide who's going to be the president, who's going to be the VP, whatever. Now, when we're electing each position, this is what this position entails. This is what you're responsible for, what you got to do, and it's going to trickle on down the line. All right, everybody that wants to be president, put your hat in the pool, put your name in the hat. So when I pull it out, show of hands, silent ballot, whatever, who thinks Skip should be the president? Who thinks Mr. should be the president? Okay, by 5-4 vote, Mr. gets it. Now, me as the founder, head, whatever, when things start to go south, I'll either have a meeting with the same group of people, the club, Or I'll say, hey man, you're just not cut out to be the president. We're going to either vacate this position or we're going to take it back in front of the club and do a re-election.
That's fact.
They can still be the wrong person after they're voted in, but the thing is, you can if one person chooses everybody.
I don't know of one club that does it like that.
Yeah, right. I don't, because I don't either. But the catch is for each one of us. Tia, you've managed. You've been a manager, right? Mister, you've been a manager. Toretto, you've been a manager before, I'm assuming, as well. And Skip, you have too. If a good manager can scope out talent, is that correct?
Yes.
True. Yeah. That's true.
If you pay attention to people, you can see their strong points. You can see a person, if you see them and you see that they're really good with social media. Okay, if you see somebody that's really good at leading and paying attention to details, you take advantage of those skills. You got somebody who's on top of ministerial duties. You use them accordingly. Everybody can't. You vote everybody in. You be voting wrong people into different positions that they probably are better at something else than this. But if you pay attention as a good leader, you put them in the position that you feel that they belong in.
Right.
I do agree with that to some extent. As a person who's managed hundreds and hundreds of people.
Yeah.
We do have the ability to discern talent. However, it's a different scenario because we're paying them. You know what I mean?
Right.
These clubs are voluntary. So when you're doing something that you're volunteering to do, people tend to be a little bit more sensitive about positions and roles. You know what I mean? And then
that is definitely true.
I also think that from a leadership position, because I'm one of those people that I definitely told leadership of clubs that we had affiliations with, this your shit. If you don't like people, let them go. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? If I've created something and there's people that I don't like, people that I don't gel with, I'm not a beat around the bush kind of person, right? So if I feel like there are things that are not connecting with me and with the people that are in my group, I'll politely let them know this isn't working. This isn't for you. No offense to you, but I don't have a problem saying that to people. But I feel that a lot of people don't have the ability to do that. And I think that if people were able to be honest about how they really felt about people, perhaps a lot less of this stuff would happen. You know what I mean? Because as people are prospecting, you kind of know, like, I don't like him. I don't like her.
So again, it's almost impossible to start a club without leadership. So should these people be waiting before they do their coming out party, before they found the right people to really kick this thing off and change the calendar timeline of their rollout?
No. But you can't do that. That's impossible.
No.
You just start a club. You announce it to the world tomorrow. You got fucked up people in place.
but you don't start a club with people you don't know. You normally start a club with people that you do know. You start a club with people that you have some kind of relationship with already.
Right. You're talking about starting something up. Now, if it's Skip starting a club, now I'm looking for members. That's different. But if you got 4 or 5 people starting something up, that's your nucleus right there. And you create those bylaws, those rules, and those standards and everything. And once all of y'all on the same page, y'all start bringing people in.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it's always gonna be something that happens negative, something that breaks you apart, or something that tests your bond. So you cannot think you're not gonna fail. You just can't think that.
But that's not even fail. When you have issues and breakups or whatever, that's still not failing. That's just trials and tribulations.
Yeah, it's a failure if Skip and Hulk start a club, and we are growing tremendously, real super fast, and I say, hey man, we need to cap this shit off at 50 people because it's going to get out of control. We can start a blah, 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 blah. You say, no. We're doing this the right way. We're bringing the right people in. And we fall out. And I decide, well, I'm going to go over here and start my own shit because we just can't get along. Now
Are both
our
of y'all the
friendship is strained.
founders? Are
Yeah,
both of y'all
yeah.
the founders?
Yes. Our friendship is strained, and we're gonna bump heads every time we see each other because he left me with all this and he over there doing good, or vice versa. You see, so to say that you can't think you just can't think everything's gonna run perfect because it's not. There's gonna be that test. There's gonna be that issue. Not that particular issue, but you know.
But like Skip said, those tests, when you get tested like that, that's what makes you stronger. If it doesn't break up and doesn't destroy the club, it makes you stronger. It keeps you solid, keeps you together. Every time you have an issue and you
Street
work it
Affiliates
out.
founder. Street Affiliates founder said something. People are joining car clubs and not taking that shit serious.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that goes into Uncle. Go ahead, Skip.
I think he hit the nail on the head with that. And the reason I think that is because people join a Camaro club because they got a Camaro. People join a change lanes because they got Dodge, a Crown Vic because they got those cars, and they don't know what they're joining. Mm-hmm. They think if we got the same kind of car, we like-minded, so just let me go. And then there's an issue. Once you get embedded into the club, you're gonna create that, that sinkhole, so to speak, because oh man, I ain't with all this shit. Man, y'all with me? Mutiny.
But I also think that you have to take into consideration that people join organizations for different reasons. And again, it's a voluntary thing. So a lot of times there's expectations that are held that don't make sense. People have lives, people have jobs, people have responsibilities, and can't go to everything, can't be everywhere. You know what I mean? And some people take it so to heart that, you're just not serious about this because you can't come to every event. But I have a life and I'm volunteering my time. So that doesn't mean that I'm any less committed. It just means that I have other things that I do. You know what I mean? And I think that as an outsider, and I'm speaking as a person who's not a member of a car club, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want anybody telling me that I'm not loyal or I'm not committed if I can't participate in something. You have to meet people. You have to meet people where they are. Everybody's at different stages in life, and people are doing different things. So you can't expect.
So I mean, I'm sorry. How would you handle that then if you have a member like that who really can't come out to everything, and you're that person that's really into it. You care about the car scene. You care about showing up and showing support. But yet this one member is always like, I can't make it, or hey, this is happening.
But if I'm the member that every time you need a donation, I give it to you. If every time you need, I'm speaking about me specifically. I'm a person that can make things happen, right? If you call me and said I need X, 9 times out of 10, no matter what it is, I probably have a resource for it, right? But if I can't make it all the time, I still have value because of the other things that I do. And I think that that's where a lot of people miss the mark with connecting with people. You just have to see what people can do, what their value is for you. It's not
consistent. People treat different people differently. Like, say, for example, if you have a lot of people on your team and one of them is a police officer, right? They say, oh, he can't come out on the weekend because he's a cop and he works the weekends, But the guy that works at Walmart, man, fuck that nigga. He don't never, they both got jobs. You know what I'm saying? But treat it differently.
But let me play devil advocate with that. You make time for what you want.
Hold on. Stop.
Let me finish my statement. You got to let me finish my statement.
Sorry. Go ahead.
You make time for what you want. But when it comes to your job, that comes first and foremost. Your job and then your household. Then all the other stuff comes is after that. Because you got to take care of your job, you got to take care of your house before anything.
Yeah, so that kills that statement. You make time for what you want.
That's why I say I'm playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, but having a job and a family kills that statement.
Yeah, I know, but I was just making a statement.
But my thing to answer that question, Toretto, another way is when this person comes to the club, if they tell you I'm a busy guy, I'm a truck driver, or I'm a policeman, or whatever,
you don't recruit them.
No. You say, hey man, will you ever be able to come out? Is there times when you can actually come out? If so, I know going in what you expect. See, we require, my car club, we have 4 mandatory shows a year for the entire club. At the beginning of the year, they're giving these dates. I know everybody ain't gonna make all 4 of those shows, but guess what starts to happen? Hey man, that's normally the time we take family vacation. Or I don't think my boss gonna let me off on this one, but I'll make the other 3. You see what I'm saying? So
that's super lax. That's super lax, Skip.
That's what?
That's super what?
Laxed.
Oh yeah, that's
But
definitely.
the thing,
weekends a month.
I'm sorry. Oh no.
They need to come out twice a month.
But see, that's the problem. You're making the club more important than everything else. We all have lives. Sometimes you just want to rest. You know, sometimes you just don't feel like moving. Oh man, I got to get up, man. They're doing a ride around the mountain today. You know, sometimes you just.
But what's when it comes to that,
you should put that on the screen. But my point is this: when you recruit a member, and they're busy or they don't have a lot of free time, you need to understand that hey, they want to be a part of this club because of what we're doing, why we're doing it, or they need some outlet, some type of outlet. So knowing what that person is going to contribute to that club should determine whether you let them come in or not. Just saying, if you can't come every other weekend, we don't want you. That's not the way to run a club, in my opinion.
So, that was a major gripe from the leadership perspective of what the leadership struggles with. Now, let's get to the gripe of the members more times than not. And it's a thing, it starts with a D and it ends with an S, has a U, and it has an E in the mid too. Dues.
We can spell.
So we're gonna bring up one more. Mr. Camaro Saw is in the building, and 9 times out of the 10, when a lot of these clubs break and split and all that, it's because of dues. They don't know what they're going on with the money. The definition of dues are charges as for membership of a club or organization, aka fees. So my question for the panel is, should clubs really be doing dues? Is dues out of style? Is this leading to the downfall of these clubs? Or is there a different way we should be doing dues? Like I heard on the previous show that somebody charges them up front and you get a discount and you can just pay them once a year. I thought that was a great idea.
Does that. My club.
Yeah, that was your club, Skip. So I mean, we talked about trust. Nobody trusts, and it ain't nothing but a funky $10 or $20 in most cases in all of these situations for somebody who's driving around in a $75,000 vehicle and they complaining about $10 to $20 a month. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Anybody else want to answer before I go? Because I got a kind of detailed answer.
When it comes to dues, I think if the club. I think when it comes to dues is for each and every club individually. I can't say if it's in style, out of style, if they should do it, if they don't do it. Only thing I'm saying, if you join a club that is collecting dues, be prepared to pay. And if you don't feel like you're getting your money's worth, leave. Stop. Don't keep talking about, oh, I don't know what they're doing with the money, so I'm leaving their club. You joined the club knowing it was going to be dues. Don't get in the club if you don't care, if you got a problem with it.
But hold on, but before they do that, they stop paying, Hawk. That always happens.
Yeah.
If they have an issue or they don't think something's going on right with the money, they stop paying first, and then eventually they leave. So what do you do when they stop paying?
Yeah, that part I don't know, because if you're paying to be in the club, then you get put out.
But okay. Anybody else want anything to say before I
well, real quick. I mean, of course, dues help with whatever the team wants to do. So if it's they want to start a car show, then that's what the dues is going to help for. Or if you're going to a car show, nobody has to come out their pocket. Or if y'all just want to take a team trip to Florida or whatever, the dues could be used for that. So I think the dues is a good thing, and it should happen.
So you spend your dues money to get people in the car shows. Interesting.
No, he said to throw car shows.
I thought you said to go to a car show.
In Florida, like if to go out of town or something.
Okay. Yeah, for team building activities, et cetera, et cetera.
I got something I'd like to add to it. In the military, we got something called lessons learned. Skip, you're familiar with this.
Yes.
And what it is you take notes for the people who are to follow in your footsteps. And you learn from the lessons that they, on their operation, what went good and what went bad.
Exactly.
I was part of a car club before I joined with some other individuals to create one. Can y'all still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. We sat down and we talked about the lessons learned. And as leaders, if you are willing to look at the lessons that other car clubs have perished from making certain decisions, and you make those same decisions, and later on you falter to those same decisions and do not pivot left and right, your left and right lateral limits because of those lessons, then you're going to learn the same lesson. And that's why if we need to do anything as military muscle, we will come together when it's time to do it. And we will get the money from everybody that's necessary to do it. Therefore, there's never any questions. There's never anybody feel like that it's not fair. There's never no need for anybody to ask or need to report or any of those things. That's just what I seen from it. And as a leader, I'm not going to watch other individuals make decisions and have those decisions come back and bite them in the ass. And then I make the same thing, even if I feel like I can do it better. It's just best, I feel, to go a different way. And therefore, you alleviate that issue. Is there possibly going to be different issues? Maybe. But at least I don't have to worry about that one.
Okay. Makes sense.
That's easy said than done. When you start a club, when you join a club that already is collecting dues.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the process of prospecting and understanding what's required of you too.
Yes.
But now here's my take on did I cut somebody else?
No, you good, Scott. Go ahead.
Okay. Here's my take on dudes. When you do anything, money is needed. I don't care what nobody say, money is needed. My club, and I'm using my club because we have a lot of members. But what we provide in return for your dues, what we provide.
Toretto. Mute your line, Toretto.
What we provide in no, but anyway, when coming to our club is $10 a month or $100 up front at our first annual meeting every year. What that gets you is the side panel stickers we have or the big window sticker we have. And once you finish your prospect stage, a Dickie shirt with our logo hand stitched or machine stitched on the back. Now, those dues are the same every single year. Reason being is in my club, we throw a huge picnic at we have some super rich guys in my car club and they have a lot of land. We either find a big park or a big area and we throw a completely free family picnic. When I say chicken, ribs, sausage, pork, vegetarian type foods, everything, let's come out, have fun, mingle, blah, 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 blah. Also, what that covers is if we're going out of town and riding somewhere and we know you're in between pay periods or whatever. Gotcha, man. Got your tank of gas. Whatever. So there's certain different people do different things with the dues. Like Toretto said, you use them to pay the car clubs, trips or rent an Airbnb or what have you. But if dues are being used for the right purpose, and then you have that one person like, where the money going? Once you donate the money to the church, do you go ask the pastor where it's going?
Say it again, Skip. Say it again.
You see what I'm saying? So if you're paying your dues to be a part of an organization, understand once you give it, it's gone. So to make that gripe, I don't know what they're doing with the money. You just wanted a reason to leave.
But it's
you can leave. You can leave quietly. You can leave quietly.
Hold on, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I've heard two different things now.
Okay.
I've heard individuals say that the dues are in case of this happen, or the picnic, or we're gonna go here, or we're gonna go there.
Mhm.
What the hell has that got to do with that person being in the club?
Anything
Let me answer. Anything you want to be a part of, AARP, insurance, anything, going into a nightclub, what do you have to do? You have to pay to get in. But I get a service.
Being a part of a club with a name. Now, I'm bragging on my club when I say this. The Shut It Down Boys are known from Philadelphia to Miami to Houston, Texas. We are known. One of the loudest rolling sound clubs in the United States. So to be a part of our club, you pay for that. Now, I'm not saying, oh, we want your money because you're rich. But everybody, including myself, one of the founders, still pays those same dues. You see what I'm saying? So for people to say, what are you paying for? You're paying for to be a part of something.
Yep.
Because when you have nothing invested, you can fuck shit up. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
Another question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I'm part of the club and I'm part of the functioning parts of the club, that means I am the club. I'm not paying to just sit in the back seat of your truck and ride along. I'm part of the engine that's pulling the truck.
Okay. In my club, we are a competition club. We go to car shows and we shut shit down when it comes to that music. Now, we don't do it just for crowd participation. Crowd participation has never been our thing. We have a computer that judges everybody 100% fairly every single time. And we show up and we knock heads off. That's what we do. So when you say sitting in the back seat, no, everybody has a role.
Yeah.
Like me, I have a trunk car. We have wall trucks, no wall trucks, one speaker setups, two speaker setups, everything else. So now if you're in a club where you're just stagnant, then that's your organization. I can't speak for everybody's organization. That's why I'm using mine. If you feel like you're just in a machine and you're just contributing and nothing is happening, leave. Don't be a part of it. But to make that excuse once you become a part of it, where the money going? No. That to me is a cop-out.
I mean,
that's cancer.
Yeah, and I agree that it shouldn't be said, but
we lost you. I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Phone call.
Latoya, the link is in the chat.
I had a phone call.
Okay.
So listen, this is the thing. Military muscle has never taken dues, never will. You paid your dues when you went through boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
Got another phone call. They call him right back.
I hate when people chain call me too. If I sent you the voicemail the first
obviously you didn't tell them you were coming on the show. They wouldn't be calling you right now.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
All right, we're gonna bring Glenn up. What you got for us, Glenn? What's up, brother?
Come on.
Hey,
Man.
what's going on, boss man?
How you doing? It's an open forum. It's a town hall.
Right on, man. Right on. I appreciate the invite. I want to touch on that treasurer piece, though, because I think it's pretty vital. And I've seen a lot of things happen in clubs involving money.
Okay.
The way we rock it in the Boneheads is you have a treasurer. The treasurer and the president or the VP are the only one who manage that account. When you pay dues, you collect the dues get deposited into that account by either one of those two.
Mm-hmm.
You display your monthly bank statement of your club account. Everything is visible. Everything is transparent. All right. If you're an honest club and you ain't got nothing to hide, and you're not sneaky, and you ain't tucking away club funds into your own personal pocket, I've seen it before, then you have nothing to hide. So lay it out all on the table. If you move as a unit and you're one as a unit and y'all have unity, then people need visibility on the funds. It's one wallet.
I've even seen people hand out at their quarterly meetings, or they hand out like the expenses and all of the ins and outs of what's going on, and people still don't trust them. So where does the distrust come from with people involved with where the money goes? I don't know where it comes from.
But see, question that's a loaded question. You can't answer where the distrust comes from somebody else.
Oh, I know where it comes from.
Distrust is just there.
I know where it comes from.
It's sometimes, but hold on, real quick. Sometimes it's not even distrust. They just want to lead a club. They just want to cause division.
Man,
so
listen.
You can be transparent. And Skip, you know this for yourself. We both seen this with our own eyes. They know where the money's going, and they still going to turn around and say, "Well, I don't know what to say. I don't know where the money's going." There's no way around it.
Listen,
there's no way around it. You now
go ahead, Mark.
Get around it.
Go ahead, Mark. From the 3 situations that I've personally been part of, and I've personally seen unfold in front of my eyes, there's usually 2 types of people. There's a person who's thinking it, and there's a person who says it.
Who's saying it?
Yeah. Okay, so there's usually a whole bunch of people who's thinking it, and then it's that one muff that
there's more people that's thinking it.
That one motherfucker that come around and start motivating the thinkers to start saying it, and then it becomes a whisper becomes a conversation becomes a roar, and now all of a sudden you have to be accountable. I guarantee you, if you're taking dues and at every meeting every month you have a spreadsheet that shows exactly how much is in the account, exactly how much was added every month, and everything that was deducted every month, and you pass that out, and the members see that every month, you would never have those questions.
Okay, now let me chime in right behind that. The ACC, the Atlanta Car Club Community. I've been the president of it since day one. We've had one treasurer since day one, and it's the same treasurer. We have a bank account. Our board members and the presidents of each dues-paying club had access religiously to the bank statements. The problem came when club members wanted to see it. It was $20 a club, not $20 a person. Some clubs got 40, 50 people. So if you're $1 of that 20, if you got 20 members, is that important to you that you feel like we need to show you the statement when your president saw it? Get the hell on. That's what Hawk meant, in my opinion, when he said they want to cause division. No club president didn't have access to those bank statements when they asked. They were either faxed to them, emailed to them, or text to them.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Go ahead. I think that a lot of times people like to pass the buck. And one thing that's not truly transparent in regards to dues is people can see what's in a bank account, but they can't see that Hawk paid 12 months last year. They can't see that JoJo with the orange Cutlass, just paid last month. They don't see that. They just see dollar amounts. So it doesn't emotionally make you feel comfortable with trusting the process.
But see, you keep throwing this trust thing out there, Mark. Trust is one of those things that you still have to earn and learn.
You're talking about the other Mark. My bad.
Yeah, Mister. I'm sorry. But my thing is, we can't keep using the word trust in this conversation. People.
Wait. The word trust is on money. but
before that word trust, there's another word, 3-letter word starts with a G.
And he ain't got nothing to do with this.
Exactly. So let's not don't throw it out there like that. But anyway, what I'm saying is this. Quit saying the trust thing. I'm not gonna trust nobody I haven't done dirt with, or I haven't done time with, or I haven't fought with, or I haven't gotten out the mud with. You understand what I'm saying? So if you expect people to come to Mr. Megatron Camaro's club and trust you, you're badly mistaken, sir. It's just not gonna happen. You got to give it to them. You got to show them why they should trust you.
But
so please quit saying where's the divide at?
You create.
Would you trust a transaction report from a bank statement? Would you trust that? Because that's everything proof from the pudding. Ain't nothing getting by that. They're legally abided to show all transactions. You can't adjust it. It's sent on a PDF file. You print it out. You can trust that, right?
Of course.
So if clubs are transparent with each and every transaction of where the funds is going, and it's discussed, and where the money goes is voted upon by everybody in the group, that kills any kind of argument anybody has. If they're still trying to say, "Well, I don't trust," well, we're sorry because we've shown you everything that we need to show you.
But Glenn, watch this.
Hold on,
What I'm
hold on,
talking-
guys. Hold on. We got a caller.
We got a caller. Caller, what's your name?
Hello, this is Marquise. Hey, family.
Hey, what's
Hey,
going
what's
on?
going
What you
on?
got for us? What you want to add to the topic? Thanks for calling.
Okay, so with this topic, I'm a founder of a social club myself. We're not a car club, but we do events. And when it comes to money, I'm just going to piggyback off of Skip. Money is the root of all evil. That's number one. Everybody knows. So at the end of the day, if you have a certain person that's in place that's over the money, what's understood does not need to be explained. And I feel like as far as dues are concerned, I don't feel like dues pay for everything within that group or what that group is going to be doing. And a lot of people are not going to know, the full length of what it takes to make stuff happen. So for instance, I'll speak on my social club. We give them a certain amount and we give them a certain expectation depending on what we're doing. However, that does not mean what they're paying for dues is going to cover everything that needs to be handled, because there's more work on the back end. I may have to go get flyers printed out. Nobody's going with me to go get those flyers printed out or handing out those flyers. I may have to get extra promotion. I may have to get extra videos made, whatever the case may be. So when you're in a group or when you're in a club, I feel like the members of that club should trust their leaders, and it starts with trust. There's no sense of us, showing invoices every month and we can go over the numbers. However, it creates a headache when you have more than one person dealing with it, because that's when people open up or opt the question to say, well, what did this money go towards, or what did you pay for with this, or what did you pay for with that? They should be willing to trust that your judgment as a leader and that trust that your integrity when it comes to money is where it needs to be, so you can ensure that that money is going to where it needs to go. And that's just how I feel about it.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Well,
And
if I'm part of a club and I'm giving money, all that money is just as much mine as it is yours. If I add $20 a month every month for 12 months, and I've been there a year, or if I've been there 6 months, or if I've been there a month, whatever I add, all that pot is just as much mine as it is anybody else's.
And you deserve the right to know where every dollar goes, bro.
Exactly.
Now,
it's not a hierarchy. If I add to the pot, if we're all financially invested into a home and we're going to sell this home and we're all pitching in and we're all investors, it doesn't matter that you put in 50,000 and I put in 20,000. Guess what? All three of y'all could have put in 50,000 and I could have put in 20,000. I'm going to know where every penny's going. Period.
And that's not okay. I get you, and you're 100% correct. Before you think I'm finna contradict you, I'm not. I want to answer what Glenn said. In the ACC situation, that was exactly what we were doing, but we weren't doing it to each individual member of the club. You see what I'm saying?
Why not?
If the club, okay, I got to answer that. Military Muscle has, I'm gonna just give you a number, 30 members, right? Y'all pay $20 a month. You're the president, and this is hypothetical. You're the president. Board meeting, president meeting, club meeting, whatever. Hey, Skip, just you talking to me. Hey, man, I need to see those numbers, those financials. Oh, here it is, Mark, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to email it to you. You got it. It's your job to tell your followers, your minions, your car club what it is.
True.
Your members ain't got no business asking me shit, because you know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to deal with 30 of y'all. Ask your president, because you only paid $20. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by the narrative was created. We ain't know where the money was going. Not one club president said that. Well, I'm taking that back. One of them did, and they were fucking lying, because they knew without a shadow of a doubt. I'm telling you, they knew. And I'm not going to call no names and none of that shit.
You don't have
But
to.
the point is, when people say everybody needs to know, no. In the ACC situation. Now, in individual clubs, of course, but in the individual clubs, you have your monthly meeting, or how often you have it. Hey, y'all, here's the financials. Anybody want to see it? Okay, cool. And you go on with the rest of your meeting. But in the ACC situation, I shouldn't have to answer to 30 members of Military Muscle, 30 members of Chaotic, 30 members of Elite Muscle. I should have to answer to Glenn, Mark, and Hulk. And then you go tell them what they answer those questions. You get what I'm saying?
Shout out Turbo. He's the new president, MMCC.
But hold on. But let me
give
say,
a shout out. Just give a shout
but
out.
let me say something real quick. We're all saying the exact same thing.
We just saying it different.
But
Yeah.
we said
Skip is speaking more on chain of command, and I agree with him 100%.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is we're talking. But the question is mainly is the fact that what about that those individuals who knows what the money's going and still saying that they don't. That was the original question.
Yeah, but
toxic leadership.
My question to you is, as a leader, what could you? Because I'm military muscle, and I'm pretty sure we're not the only club that doesn't do it. But you have examples of clubs that host shows, do everything that all the other clubs do, and they don't take dues. You're seeing how it's possible to do it. So why not? Why not? Why not? And I'm not talking about everybody, but if you feel like there could possibly be a problem, why not just alleviate it? Because it's no different than if you hold on. Let me finish, Skip. I'll let you go.
No, you're right. No. I'm with you. I'm agreeing with what you just said.
It's no different if I'm going to take your money in January for the picnic and for the show and for the travel than when I do it on each motherfucking event. I just ain't got to worry about keeping up with it.
Real quick, I'm sorry. Now watch this. What you just said, Mark, here's the reason why I don't agree with doing the way you just said.
Okay.
Is because we're going to use 5 members, right? We're just going to say 5 members. Mm-hmm. Members 1, 2, and 3 have very good jobs. They stable. They got good money. Member number 4 of the 5, it's all right. Every now and then he got a couple dollars. But number 5 is living check to check, micromanaging his money. When it's time for those 5 members to come together to spend $100, you're looking for 20 from each one of those 5, correct?
Right.
But number 5, hold on, I got you. This is my point. Remember, number 5 can't give the 20 this month. He can give 10. Y'all make up for it. But now, if it's consistently, I can't make up my end.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? The rest of your members gonna say, "Well, goddamn, why is he here?" Shit, now. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna look like, well, you know what? They got all the money. The number 3 members, they rich anyway. So I'm just keep getting my 10. I'm contributing. You see what I'm saying? So then you'll create that. We're gonna take care of it because we always come together and the money just magically appears. If you're not pulling your weight, it's not a good thing to do it that way because you can't expect everybody to pull their weight every single time.
And you're right. We ran into that. We ran into that. And what we did was, it was just some things that person was just not going to be able to be a part of.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
But
you got to go. You gotta stay home.
But
you can't pay to play.
But they just as a part of military muscle as the rest of them. Though.
Wait, hold on. Because somebody said if I put in $10 or $20, I got just as much money.
Wait. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. If the person could, okay, we're talking about somebody who has financial issues, right?
Well, yeah, well, just don't have it. They just don't have it.
Yeah, they just don't have it. They just don't have it. All right. What you just said, Hawk, is the equivalent of somebody on a football team that doesn't get to play. He's got a uniform too. He comes to practice every week too. Guess what? You don't have the speed. You don't have the strength that we need right now. So you're going to sit over there on the bench. You still part of the team. You still get to wear the goddamn suit.
That's
wrong. If they win the championship, they get a ring.
Yeah.
You're right, but hold on, Mark.
That means they should be at a tribute.
One of the reasons why you're over there is because you back up. No, don't make it like they can't play because the backup is just not as fast as the starter. When the starter goes down, the backup comes in.
Yeah.
So no, that you can't use the backup.
I like that. That's true, Jacqueline. I like that.
You're still part of the team. You
so
just don't
sports
get to play.
podcast is on Monday, guys.
Hold on. Let me add to what Skip was saying. Also, not just to those things, but if you're a CEO or president of a club, we already know there's things that come out that you have to pay out of your own pocket, left and right, flyers, cards, little trinkets,
Well, hold on. Gas. Gas.
Gas come out of your pocket.
Decals, vinyl, t-shirts.
Yo, these gas prices
Exactly.
gonna kill the car scene.
Yeah, but hold on. Nighthawk said when they schedule something, maybe it's a drive because you know they hit the road a lot. He said he puts the bill out there and his team just sorts it out. So I'm assuming that their club doesn't pay dues and they just put the expense out there in its totality and the team just divvies it up based on who's going.
Well,
Nighthawk, I want you to type. I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you to answer in the comments. When you do that, how long does it take your team to decide or get that money together to get it to you?
Right.
When you do it that way.
Skip, I got a question for you when you're done.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
It sounds like that would be a fucking.
Skip, when you was active duty, you was Army, right?
Mm-hmm.
You was Army, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So when y'all went to y'all's ball and y'all had to pay for tickets,
Mm-hmm.
did the officers and the staff SEOs pay as much as the PFCs and the privates?
I think they paid more.
They paid more.
Yeah.
That's what we do too.
Well, hold on. Tell the whole thing. Tell why they paid more. Tell why they paid more.
Because we make more money.
And
we're seeing
they had their own
juniors.
They had their own dining area with better food than what we had. Tell the truth, Mark.
Everybody had the same menu. Look, Skip, you know that it's us as seniors. It's our responsibility to take care of the juniors.
And you are correct.
So if you got a PFC, he may not be called a PFC in your car club. Let's just say he's a PFC financially.
Yeah.
He's a PFC financially. Mm-hmm. The officers take up for the PFC to take care of our own. That
one time.
No,
there you go. Tell the truth.
That's everything we do, though.
But that's one time, Mark. But after that ball, what you're talking about, which a lot of people don't understand what we're talking about, but military people do. After that ball, that PFC is expected to carry his own weight. Yep. Right? Same thing in the car club. After that initial time of you paying the $10 because you just didn't have it, you're expected to carry your weight. You're not, like you said, if he continually gives 10, he's contributing, right? And in his mind, like somebody on this panel said, if my money's in that pot, I don't care if I got 100 and it's 10,000. That's just as much my money as yours, right? Suppose he got that attitude, and he's only paying minimal amounts.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I just realized that. Wait a minute.
If everybody putting in the same pot, and y'all move as a unit.
Wait. I need to. I'm not even talking. Hold on. I got to change.
And that's everybody's money, regardless.
Hold on.
Regardless. If y'all are close,
he can't think. Glenn, he can't think. Glenn, he can't think. He can't think.
No. It just caught my eye.
I thought you was having a seizure.
Glenn and what's the name? Toretto. What y'all two on that damn post?
No. We ain't doing that, Mark. You can get your ass out of here with that. We ain't doing that, Mark. Mark, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Nothing.
Okay, well, just keep. No. Don't change the narrative, sir. Let's stay where we are.
Change the narrative. We were just.
Yes, you just did. Glenn, Mark, listen to me. We're not changing the narrative. Let's keep talking what we're talking about. That ain't what we're doing on this podcast. We ain't doing that on this podcast.
I'm just saying, I didn't understand why was.
We're not doing that on this podcast. But I know that. Okay, well let's stay where we were now.
Okay, let's stay.
I'm telling you, we're not doing that.
We're talking about money.
We're not doing that, Mark. I don't care what you say. Not on this podcast.
Okay,
okay. Thank you.
I thought y'all was gonna bring it up. I didn't know shit.
It's the elephant in the room. What I said was said, and it's straight facts.
Okay, hold on. Hey,
that's not what we're talking about. Let's stay.
Look, man, if y'all gonna be on this podcast, man, let's stay on this topic. That's a personal issue. That shit ain't coming on here. And if you're gonna be on here with it, okay, well, you're trying to figure it out, ask them, but not on this podcast, man. That's what I'm telling you.
We cover here's the deal.
Personal, it's the streets. It's the scene. It's the car scene of Atlanta. So.
Yeah, hold on, but we on this show, the way we attack things is from a broader scale, right? So we kind of discuss situations without getting into details and putting the mess into it. That's why I think this show is so effective in the culture, because we can really talk about things without pissing people off. and we can have two individuals on the screen right here, and there's not a riff until Mark almost just fucked it up. But
Wait,
anyway,
how did I fuck it up? How did I fuck it up?
It's just certain things you can't joke about. It's just certain shit you can't joke
I'm not
about.
joking.
but that's how this shit is supposed to go, though.
Is it just because you got to remember, I got brought back in. So I'm thinking y'all already had that conversation or something. So y'all got them both on the same screen. I'm like, wait a minute, when is we gonna talk about that?
You should have watched the show from the beginning, then, sir.
Man, my bad. I had to wash my ass.
Okay, all right, moving on. Now you just blew everybody's train of thought.
My bad. My
fucked up vision.
My bad.
So at the end of the day, so Nighthawk said that they have a date. So they put out that they're going to Orlando, or no, they're going to Panama City, Florida. And they put the bill out there, so it costs this much for the hotel. I guess I'm assuming maybe he can include gas, T&E, food, all that. And then they have a date. They come up with the money, and then everybody's happy, right? So
that's pretty much how we do it too.
No dues, and then you just go per event. So if you're coming to Toretto's Lights in the City, I forgot the name of it. You come into that show, then this is how much it costs to enter the show. This is what we need for water and drinks and food and ice and all this. They put it out there. So should it be like that?
Yep, 100%. No drama.
You agree?
No drama.
Saul's Club doesn't pay dues. Glenn Club pays dues. Hawks Club pays dues. Skip Club pays dues. Toronto Club pays dues. And the club I formerly was a part of.
Mark, read the screen. Read the screen. Read the screen, Mark.
He had to shower and put that tiny
And Mark,
no, I just make shirts look tiny, man.
Mark,
look, no, listen,
Mister.
Now you forgot to name. You forgot to name all the clubs that don't exist no more because of dues. Name them.
Well, watch this. I don't think it's just because of dues.
No,
and hold on. Now watch this. You name one. You name one.
That ain't what they said.
Oh my God! Are we doing the they said shit? Anyway,
that ain't what they said.
You know for a fact it ain't just about dues.
That's what I heard.
Okay, well,
somebody said, look, and it was just like I said. It was a whisper when I got there. It was a conversation when I left. And after I was gone, it was a roar. And everybody's gone. And everybody said the exact same thing. So how can I not believe them? I gotta believe them. They all said the same thing. We don't know where the money's been going. I've been part of this car club for 6 years, and I paid $20 a month every year, and all they bought us was pizza. That's what they said. I'm not saying the name of the club.
What the fuck? Why I tell you? See, this is the petty shit we were talking about earlier.
It's a lesson learned.
Look, hold on, Mark, let me tell you something, man. I know you don't question my intellectual ability. You only been a part of 2 fucking clubs.
I wasn't talking about me. It was
you a damn lie. You hypothetical my ass. Shut your ass up. Why I tell you what? Oh my God. Anyway.
But Skip, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I was speaking as if I was one of those members. Because I wasn't there for 5 years. I wasn't
of the same club.
Years. Yeah. I wasn't there. I'm just saying what they told me. And I'm talking like
I can be transparent
double
on
digits.
I can be very transparent about that because I was vice president.
Wait, who you talking about?
Who we talking about? Shut your ass up, Mark.
I'm just and there was nothing funny with the money. I never seen it. And I've seen them do a ton of things. But using my former club and shout out to K Mitch, he's the new vice president of Camaro Nation, by the way. So shout out to him. But anyway,
I wasn't talking about Camaro Nation.
Some people, some club leaders. No, hold on. Some club leaders feel like you feel, Skip. Like you said, like, man, I ain't got time to be talking to 30 of your members about what's going on with the money. I want to talk to the president and you talk to him. Some clubs feel like they ain't got to tell their members everything they're doing with the money. They have to.
And you're correct.
Again, the T word that they're doing the right thing. Like if somebody's fucking house burns down and they're Johnny on the spot, They ain't gotta. We gotta make sure we tell everybody that we did this. No, you just do it. Or if something happens and somebody's house is flooded, and their kids got to go to school tomorrow, and they pull up and they do these things. A lot of time that money comes out of the dues and it's needed quickly. So it's a lot.
As a president, you should
things for
pay for it.
But let me ask y'all all a question. Let me ask all of y'all a question. Why follow somebody you don't trust?
Exactly. Or when you stop trusting them, why don't you leave?
Yeah, and when you stop trusting them, why don't you just leave?
Yeah.
Okay, I can answer that. I'm gonna try to answer that. And then anybody else want to say something? Y'all know I'm long-winded. Anybody else want to reply?
I got a question. Go ahead. Should the treasurer or the president that manages that club fund have all connected to in the same bank that he has a personal account? Should they?
No.
You see what I'm saying? If I bank with USA, if I bank with Wells Fargo,
that's illegal.
Should my club account be Wells Fargo? You see what I'm saying? Or should it be under my name?
The same account, the same bank.
Well, it shouldn't be. I know exactly. I know exactly what he's asking, and let me answer that the best I can.
First, Skip.
Should Skip running Club A have his own personal bank account, and Club A is his club, and then Club A's bank account is a part of Skip's personal bank account?
Right. No. You say that? Oh, okay.
That's his question. Let me answer the question. If I found the Club A and I have a bank account and I'm running it and the club starts to grow and I need something to do, if I don't go out or don't have the time to go create a bank account, then yes, it can happen. It's happened. I know people that do it. I don't, but that's what it is. So you could say it's wrong, but if this person had 4 hats on, treasurer, founders, whatever the hats are, and that's what they're doing, and I can't say what their intent was. I'm just speaking in general for this answer. You got to start somewhere. And if you've never done it before, you do what you know until you know better. You get what I'm saying? So to answer your question, honestly, no, it shouldn't be done. But if it is done and there is some type of transparency there, what's the issue? Now, again, I'm answering your question.
Right.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. But
you said what's the issue? I got an answer for that.
Okay, go ahead.
The issue is, first of all, you're going to make gains off of interest.
Personally.
Yeah.
Personally. Yeah. And not only that, you can't tell me that you got $2,000 in your checking account and $1,500 of that belongs to the club and $500 belongs to you. And all of a sudden, bam, your car go down and you got an $800 bill. You're
right. You're right. You got a point. But again, I was answering the question as truthfully as I could.
I know.
And I'm not saying Glenn ain't right. I'm not saying you ain't right. I just gave my particular answer. What I thought.
But Glenn, it would be hard. It would be hard as hell to really make that make sense to your team, though. You would think.
But Glenn, didn't you? When you about to say, them have the same bank, as in you have both your club account is on Wells Fargo and your personal account is Wells Fargo, but they two separate. Didn't you say when you?
No, he wasn't talking about separate. He was talking about
Wells Fargo.
No.
What bank is that?
Wells Fargo.
Where you been, bro?
One wheel now.
That must be in Japan.
He had USAA for the past 30 years. That's all it is.
World Fargo. I'm going to join.
I said Wells Fargo. Didn't you say that, Glenn?
It's a national bank.
Didn't you say that? Wasn't you saying that, Glenn?
Yeah, because if it's if the club account is under the president's name and he has the same bank with his own separate personal account, it's too easy for him to call. It's too easy to shift funds. You see what I'm saying? I think it should be 2 separate banks in total. The leadership or the treasurer and the president should not bank with the same as either one of their personal accounts. You see what I'm saying?
But see, the catch is the bank account for the club should be under the club's name and
Right.
not the personal.
But in order to do that, you have to have a business account, or I'm sorry, you have to have a business license.
LLC or
Right.
LLC.
So that means the clubs would need to be legalized.
Exactly.
And that's a lot of clubs.
Bang, bang.
Hey, listen,
Bang, bang.
So
Gotta
that's
have
what
the
I
EIN
was
number.
Skip.
Elite
Skip, that's what I
muscle.
was trying to.
Elite muscle.
Hold on,
Y'all
Mark.
got
Hold on 1 second.
World Fargo, and he has his name on the account.
Mark, grow up, man. Grow up. We're not.
Your life.
Grow up, Mark. That's not what we're talking about.
I'm just fucking with you. Why you
Yeah, I
been
know,
so
but
sensitive today?
we're
You
not
already
being
know how we
sensitive,
do.
man. I'm trying to make a point, but you're not giving me an
I'm sorry. Go ahead, make your point.
Okay, you can joke later. Let me make a point. And I didn't say Wells Fargo. I said Wells Fargo.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Only we can talk about Hawk. That's our
Finish your
goal.
point. Make your point, partner.
Thank you. But that's what I was trying to tell you, Skip. That's not what he was saying. He was
Okay.
actually talking about something different.
Gotcha.
That's what I was trying to get you to see.
My apologies.
Yeah.
I misunderstood what he was saying, but I thought I understood what he was saying.
Yeah,
and I answered what I thought he was saying because I thought I heard what he said. But
Yeah.
okay.
He said if it's at the same bank, if they're two
Yeah, he
separate
kept
accounts
saying
at
bank.
the same bank.
And that's
Gotcha.
what I said too. Yeah.
Is that Soldier Girl?
But
I don't
what's
agree
up?
Is
that
that
you have
my
to have
battle?
Mark. Come on, man. Let people talk, man.
My bad. My
Hey,
sister.
But let me say this real quick. So it don't matter if it's at the same bank because you can transfer from Navy Federal to Wells Fargo just as quick as you can if you have the same exact bank. So
the same day.
what's the difference?
But that can be tracked.
Exactly.
That can be tracked.
All of it's tracked. Like
No, I can't track your personal account though. I can track if you made a transfer to your personal account. If I check the books.
No,
I can't check
absolutely
if you got $2,000 of the group's money in your personal account and you took out a personal loan this week and you're gonna repay it next payday.
You don't know whose money was who.
I don't know.
Okay, but the bank statement is going to show that the funds were transferred from the LLC account to somewhere. And
Yeah,
it's going
that's
to
the
say what bank it is. It's going to
If
say
you
what
have two
bank it
accounts.
is. So that's a problem right there in itself. So, and if you're having problems like that, then you probably shouldn't be working with dudes anyway.
Amen.
I mean, like we really just now had a 45-minute conversation about dudes. Really?
Dude.
Right. But see, hold on.
It's a great conversation. It's a great conversation, but we were all saying the same thing.
Same thing.
Right. And Hope said that. We were saying the same thing. But see, the one thing about having so many people with an opinion is they need to get it out. You should have said we need to hear Hope's point of view, my point of view, Glenn's point of view, etc. So yes, we were saying the same thing, but sometimes you got to get it out so people will get it from your point of view, the way you want it, you want to deliver it. So that's why. And when Hope said, I was like, you're right, but Mark needed to say what he needed to say, and so did Glenn, and then I needed to come back and say what I needed to say, and I get it. So
and here, let me add the curveball, and this is probably going to happen big time this year. Cash App. These Cash Apps accounts ain't linked to these clubs. These niggas Cash App. They be like, Cash App, when you get to the game.
You can have a Cash App connected to. You can have it connected to your.
You can, but they don't. Nope, they don't.
Well, I don't know what they got. I'm just saying.
Unless it says the club name and the Cash App handle.
But it won't because it needs a Social Security number.
Thank you.
What?
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
How many times have you cashed out at a show or an event?
I'm sorry.
How many times have somebody cash app at an event or a show?
Just leave the Cash Apps alone and start using Zelles because Zelles go directly to the bank. That's legit. Those are legit.
Yeah. Zelle is definitely legit.
Yeah,
Cash
but
App is shady as shit.
But everybody don't know how to use Zelle.
Everybody's doing it.
So let's change the narrative. There was a time when we all didn't know how to use Cash App, and we learned. So if we start making it to where we just are taking Zelle, people will conform to whatever you're putting in place because they don't have the cash on that.
And people are paying dues through Cash App too. Don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, but
same way.
But just like anything else, Mark, Cash App keeps the receipt on your phone or whatever device you're using, just like the person you send it to. So please stop saying they're using Cash App like it's just a devil. It ain't. There's
My
receipts.
point is that leads to confusion, which leads to distrust, which leads to the bullshit that we be going through with these clubs and these members.
Right. But see,
That's what I'm saying. It should be one.
That's a receipt. That's a receipt.
One account.
But
Boom.
if you can have you can
Yeah.
have you can.
I'm
You're
sorry,
talking about Mister. You
Mister.
can have your Cash App connected to your business account.
I didn't say you couldn't. I said most of the time it's not.
If the Cash App say D's nuts 77, I ain't sending no money.
But my point is this, Mister. It don't matter how you send the money. You have a sent receipt, they have a received receipt. Can't dispute it. So saying that the Cash App is going to be an issue, that's just bullshit. You're creating an issue because you get but it's a receipt, Mark.
It's a receipt. It's a digital receipt.
Right or wrong. I can show you where it showed the check mark where I sent it. You can look at your Cash App. No, you didn't. Well, look right here. It went somewhere.
Exactly.
10 minutes. I'm getting.
The issue is people complaining where the money is going.
They're going to do that.
If we
like Saul Camaro said, sometimes you just got to get rid of them. All of them want to start complaining for no fucking reason. Hey man, you know what? You might need to go ahead and go because you're creating an issue here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if you're complaining about dues, the car scene is not the place for you to be. Like, everybody knows to be on the car scene, you have to have money. I mean, from the smallest purchase to the biggest purchase, you have to have money.
99% of our members ain't struggling financially, so I don't need them to show me that they're not gonna have the money when it's necessary. That's how I feel.
And it makes sense. But money makes the wheels turn. It does, and that's the bottom line. We can sit here and say we don't need it, we ain't gonna take it, but you can't do it without it.
I just showed y'all last year.
Let me say something. The moral of the story is just do what's best for your club and stop worrying about
Absolutely.
Hey man, good statement. I like that. That's a good statement.
That's
the
best
best
for
thing
your
you
club.
said all night, except
Make
for
it
World
work.
Fargo. That was better. I like that one better.
I pull up with a
statement all night.
Cash App.
Mute that man. Mute that man.
You are
Mute that man. Mute him.
You are the worst lamp holder on earth. I'm
gonna laugh. Everybody on the planet know I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna talk shit. If it's funny, I'm laughing. I'm sorry.
Hunk, man, I miss you, dog. I miss you.
You know I miss and love you.
Mute him.
I'm coming.
What do you do?
Mute him. He gonna keep the shit up.
No, I was saying he made a good point. I'm giving him his kudos. That's the best.
Kudos.
Kudos.
My
See,
kudos.
I fucked up too. See?
Oh yeah.
Nobody's above reproach.
All right. So in the chat, what's another thing we can discuss while we got all these lovely people? So shout out to Soldier Girl, Saul Camaro.
Hey, while we're in commercial, hey, can y'all see me?
No.
Damn, what is wrong with my shit?
Turn your video on. Hit that cam.
You know, I'm gonna go out and come back.
So we got Toretto back in here, and we got Lights Over the City, Battle for the Belts, March 19th, 2022. Talk to the people, Toretto.
Yes, sir. Yes, definitely Battle for the Belts, March 19th. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be better than it was last year. We're trying to do it bigger and better each year. We have best interior, best engine bay, best underglow, best slingshots, top 20. You can definitely pick up the 2 categories. If you pre-register, of course, we'll give you a code when you come to the gate. We'll have everything pretty much set up for you. Just give us the code, and we pretty much give you everything right then and there.
Okay, so choose up to 2 categories, or if I pay more $20, I get 2 more.
No. We're not doing that one. So it's just two categories. You pay your 20 or 25, depending on if you pay pre-register or pay at the gate. And you pick your 2 categories of what you want.
So I couldn't pay $40 and pick 4 categories.
No.
Let me ask you: is best in show a category, or is it just
best in show male and best in show female?
It's not a category.
Yes, and best in show. So best
male, best female, and best in show are the belts, correct?
Yeah, best male, best female are the belts. Best in show is a big trophy.
But it's not considered a category. As in, I can be in Engine Bay and Underglow and still be able to get best in show, male or female.
Okay,
No, best in show is a category. People has
Okay,
picked
that's
that
what I
as
was
category.
asking.
Yeah, people
Okay,
has
that's
picked
what I was
that has been picking it as category. Yes.
Okay, all right. Now, see, now I just got confused and I'm hosting this show.
Uh-oh.
Best in
That's not
show, best in you. No, everybody thinks their car is best in show.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Okay, my point is this: if I'm paying for two categories, best in show should not be a category. Best in show is the
I
best
agree.
car there. Period. Period. See, because the best in show can win underglow and rim lights. So we're gonna hypothetically speaking, Capone with the Hummer. He has all of those categories. So I can't pay the extra money to enter all the categories because I feel like I can win them. And if I only choose two, I can't choose best in show. To me, that don't make sense.
Who started this?
Hey, Mark, come on, man. For real, man.
No, seriously.
Mark, this ain't the time, man. We trying to do some real discussion here. We're not
having a real discussion.
That's not asking that question.
No. Remember, somebody last year did this.
I think Military Muscle did a light show.
No, not a light show. Light shows are great. I love light shows. I'm talking about somebody else had it to where you had to pay to be in extra categories. Now it's starting to become a thing now.
I don't know who started.
He's putting a limitation on it.
That was a guy out of Alabama, I believe.
Yeah, I remember that car show. I know what you're talking about.
I remember that show. They had those real skinny 1-2. Remember those trophies?
I didn't
single two. They was doing the 4th of July.
You gotta be a cocky mug to say, yeah, I'm entering in the best of show category. I mean, I would. I know Hulk would.
Right. And see that I think that's where my issue falls at.
Yeah, I don't like
the
that.
Best male, best female, everybody should be in those. Best in show should be whoever's judging is gonna choose those three. But you pay for the specialty categories and whatever the other case may be. That's just my opinion. That's why I was like, wait a minute. Best in show should be the overall best car. You shouldn't have to pay.
I see what you're saying.
So Toretto, for the record,
I definitely get what you're saying now.
Right. So the best male, best female, and best in show should be for everybody. It should be automatically. You should automatically fall under those categories, those three.
Right.
Now the other specialty, the glow, the rim light, the engine bay, the interior, etc. You pay for the two you think you're most apt to win. I get that. But
what if I'm the only one to pay to be in a certain category? Do I automatically?
Then you automatically win it. I mean,
that's
but
by default.
That's retarded.
I ain't retarded. Some people might feel like my engine bay ain't shit. I ain't gonna pay for engine bay.
I went and bought a trophy.
Well, that's pretty much what you do when you play entry fee.
Hey,
I mean,
Toretto.
It's getting weird. Yeah. It's getting weird.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of mad that I can't be in there to redeem my
Yeah, man. I was looking at some.
Why you can't be? Hold on. Why you can't be in there?
Because my car.
Okay, well, shut your ass up. That's your fault. You should have had this shit in there in December.
Excuse me. I said I'm mad. I can't be there to redeem my title.
That's your fault. That's your fault.
No, it ain't my fault. It's Toretto's fault. It's Toretto's fault. He should wait for my car to be ready.
So Toretto, for clarification, what is it? Is it separate or what? Are you changing it? Or
do I see a belt? Do I see a belt?
That made the man change his mind. Look at this.
That's a good thing.
Oh shit! Look at him.
What is that?
It looks like belts will be at that show after all.
Hold on. Don't say no shit like that when I told you 3 days ago, God damn it, that they was gonna be there. The fuck?
Belts are gonna be there after all.
Skip, I heard you when you
Hey.
Yeah.
How many buckles is in the back? How many?
Oh my God. It's snaps. Ain't no damn buckles. It's snaps.
No, the holes. Like
there are snaps.
Oh, they're snaps. So
you're talking too much, you're not listening. Shut your ass up. What's your little bit ass waist? It don't matter to you, no way. You built like this.
Yeah. Not all of us got a little waist, so I'm looking out.
Okay, well listen. That's why you wear that shit on your shoulder. If you fat as hell, put it on your shoulder. You shut your ass up trying to start something.
Drake, that's
You worry about somebody's goddamn waist. You fat, put that bitch on your shoulder, wear it around your neck like a necklace.
Hey,
He's emotional.
Hey,
I'm just saying, all of us ain't got no waist. Don't I give a fuck?
what's the day? Hey, Dana White, he usually takes the belt and puts it.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, you changing the narrative, man. Shut your ass up. Go ahead, mister. Run the show, sir. Because mute him.
Well, no, guys, look, I got to go clock in, but thank you all for having me.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
Appreciate it.
Hold on, Mr.
I'm still
Toretto.
gonna be there.
Did he change his mind?
Saturday.
So I still didn't hear it's best in show category
Did
or
he
not.
change his mind?
Yeah, I think he's gonna change it.
I got that. I'm gonna take care of that part right there. Y'all ain't got that to worry about. Best in show and best male and best female. Everybody that entered the show is gonna be considered for those 3 awards.
So again, Lights Over the City, Battle for the Belt,
Just
March
pull
19th. That's
I did.
this Saturday. Hang on, that's this Saturday, March 19th. What is the time that this show starts, sir?
Starting at 3.
3 p.m.
We're starting up at 3. We're gonna, of course, we're gonna have vendors there. Matt Smokehouse.
What time does it get dark that day, sir?
Yeah, that's
So again?
the daylight savings
What
time.
time does it get dark that day, sir?
Gates open at 3 o'clock. The cutoff time to enter is at 6 p.m.
Uh-oh, TJ, you're breaking up.
It's still gonna be
That-
daylight.
He's
That
talking
wasn't
in
me.
tongues.
That wasn't me.
No,
The location is
That's
6337 Georgia 42 in Rex, Georgia. That's 6337 Georgia 42 in Rex, Georgia. That's the location.
It starts at what time again?
It starts
3
at 3
o'clock.
p.m.
Gates
Well,
open
a
at
light
3.
show. Enter-
A light show
right.
starts at 3 p.m.
Yes.
Well, I tell you, this dude, man.
You hang
Oh,
out
I'm thinking
shit.
out loud.
Yeah,
I'm thinking out loud. I'm thinking
Sounds
out
like
loud.
it's gonna be a
We can
great
hear you,
show. Just get
Toretto.
everything in writing.
Yes.
Make sure you get everything in writing.
No, Skip, give him the same energy you give me. Give him the same energy you gave
What?
me. No, Skip, you hit me like my
Hold on,
uncle in church. You like,
Are you?
Camaro, we will not do that in my house.
You ain't
And
lying,
then you let
Skip.
him slide that in. You
Okay,
didn't
hold
say
on. Hold on.
Mark McBride, you will not do that in this house.
You stay on Mark though. You do stay on Mark. I ain't gonna lie.
And we are not.
I'll stay on. That's my motherfucking dog. And he
Oh, yeah.
gets under my. He about one of the only few people that could get under my fucking skin. That's why I get on his ass when I do.
Like he didn't even got his shit up and you was on it. He was like,
Yo,
no,
I said nothing to
I get on
Glenn.
his ass.
He
Hold
didn't say
on.
nothing to Glenn, though.
I did say something to Glenn earlier. Just like
Mark, you will not come in my house.
Hold on. Listen.
Hey, yo, Skip, you was turned.
Yo, I got quiet. He chastised me. He chastised me.
Mark was
Okay,
waiting on him to jump on me quick for saying that.
Listen. Let's keep this shit focused, man. Let's keep... Hey, Soldier Girl, shut your ass up. Oh, thank you. Anyway, look, man. I'm trying to over at a loss of words. Y'all, okay. All right. Go ahead, mister. Go ahead, Hulk. Y'all, this dude right here. Mute him.
I love it.
Toretto,
Right,
what was you?
yeah.
Toretto, hold on, Toretto, what was you trying to say? Because you was.
Oh yeah, no, I was just talking about the vendors that's going to be there. We got Mac Smokehouse. We have Crab ATL, so that's seafood. The other one is Barbecue King, so it's going to be a bunch of barbecue food there, smoked food there. So definitely, y'all there, y'all get there, you want to sit down, eat. Definitely come on and do that. What I will say is, if y'all coming and you want to sit with your team, we have a spectator side and we have a competition side. If you want to come with your, if you're spectating and you want to sit with your team that's competing or whatever, come all as one so we can sit y'all all together. We're not holding any spots for anyone.
No.
So I can't pay in advance for VIP, but military muscle, a spot.
Oh, shit. Not VIP.
VIP.
You think your car gonna win, don't you?
No,
Now,
my truck.
hold on.
My
What?
truck.
Oh, you don't have your car no more?
Of course I do.
Oh, I'm
This
just
year we
saying you
going
should have
two.
been got rid of that shit.
We going
No,
two this year. We bringing
but
two
no.
vehicles to the clubs to show
Watch
this
this.
year, baby.
Here go the narrative. I'm not judging y'all. So for all
He
y'all got
posted.
hang-ups about Skip judging, I'm just gonna announce the awards and I'm gonna pick at people like Saul Camaro when they lose.
Oh, damn.
You can't
Oh,
lose.
shit.
I
Hit
can't.
the
just playing.
pause,
You know,
mister. Hit
I
the
never
pause
lose.
button.
I either win or everybody's like, man, he should have won. That's what it is.
But no, hey man.
Any final thoughts? Toretto's got to go to work. Any other questions or final thoughts with Toretto? Then he can go to work. The man's trying to go to work.
I keep
See y'all at the
trying.
show. See y'all at the show.
All right, man. Thank
Thanks,
you for joining us,
Toretto.
Toretto.
All right, thank you. Thank y'all for having me.
Thanks, Toretto.
All right.
Somebody has their phone in the background. Whose phone is playing in the background?
It's not no more. I'm sorry, sir.
My bad. I'm gonna call up my boss.
Since we got a small little break, hey, for all my book readers out there,
No.
hey, this book right here is called Torn. Listen, it is an awesome book. I'm not the writer. I'm not making any money. I'm just telling you right now. If you love reading books,
we charge
it's called
for promotion,
Torn.
Sir? We charge for promotion, sir. We charge.
No. I'm not making any money.
You hit TJ.
I'm just
That
letting
was
y'all
a
know.
whole plug
If
right
you
there.
like this
Did
book,
you hear TJ?
You can't shout out somebody's book without coming through us first, sir.
oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. My bad.
You know it with your smart ass. You know exactly what you were doing. Get him, TJ.
Mark just
Bill
taking
I'm
this
back on your
photo.
ass.
Hey, no. Here we go. No. I'm a team player. Send me the bill. I'm gonna go ahead and go through
Oh.
the whole spiel. All right.
TJ, get his ass. TJ got you.
You got
Get
me.
'em.
Mr. Go ahead, Bill me.
Decent and in order.
Muted.
Oh, you got the mute button.
Look, he going into it too. he going deep into it.
She got your ass. They go to music. Oh, now that's smooth. That's smooth.
That's all right.
They put the
Go ahead.
website up there.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mark.
No, I will
fixing it. Go
pay.
ahead.
I will pay because
Go
I
ahead.
love their platform and they deserve it. I will pay. But it's a novel written by British Abney and it's called Torn. And it's about a woman who is torn between two lifestyles of she's in love with a man and she's in love with a woman. And she doesn't know which way to go. And I'm telling you right now, it's awesome book.
So
and you
you
can
giving
buy
that
it.
book away to one of our listeners?
Yeah, how about that? Since you're paid, that's your payment.
I tell you what, the first person that goes to this website and orders it,
No,
I'll
no,
make
we
you
need to
get
do-
it the
No,
next day.
I thought you had nothing to do with it.
Free shipping. No, it's not me. I'm just gonna tell the first person.
That means you had something to do with it.
No,
Get his ass, TJ.
I'm
That's
not.
more money.
I'm not.
That's
I'm
more
not.
money.
I'm going
You about to
to
get muted again.
I will pay. I will pay regardless. But listen.
No,
Why don't
Miss
you
TJ
buy
said, why don't you give that book away? Why don't you give away that first copy? How about that?
Okay. Email me.
No,
personally.
you get that shit to one of us and we're going to do a giveaway next week.
Cool. I will do that.
Anyway,
But
hold
if
on.
you want to buy it, it's British Abney Books at gmail.com. British.
Look, he even got it written down, TJ. He got the whole email written down, but he said he don't benefit.
I don't.
Speaking of shameless plugs. Speaking on shameless plug. Let's actually hear from our paid sponsors and partners.
Today's deal of
Zealous
the day
Renovation
is brought to you
will
by
be one
BlackFridayAllTheTime.com. BlackFridayAllTheTime.com offers a wide variety of exclusive deals for all members of your family. Discover discounts up to 75% off daily with the deal of the day. Shop and save today at BlackFridayAllTheTime.com.
Yeah. And real quick before Mr. Sacramento get to going again, if you go to this website and you order that heads-up display that you guys just saw on the screen, in the discount box, put in ACC22 and you will receive 20% discount off of any purchase. Mark, come on, man. Come on, that's just ridiculous now. You smacking and slamming the cup of shit down. You grown ass man, dog.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought it was still muted.
That's intentional. What the fuck ever?
I thought I was still muted. I'm sorry.
Really?
But anyway, man, BlackFridayAllTheTime.com. When you go there, man, it's a heads-up display. If you guys ever been in a newer vet, or matter of fact, any vet, when you see the speedometer and the tack and everything on the glass itself, That's a heads-up display. They now sell them where you can put them in any car. I think that one's is $125 if I'm not mistaken, and then you'll get 20% off of that with the ACC discount. ACC22 in the discount code box. You guys go in there and shop, man, and they have a lot of stuff.
BlackFridayAllTheTime.com. They're also on Instagram. Just search it; it'll pop right up. A lot of good stuff on there, folks.
Hey, when I pay for my advertising, I'm gonna have a video and it's gonna have sound, and you're not gonna have to read that fast. I'm just saying. I don't.
That's why I came in. That's why I came in and just said everything that was on that screen.
You're right. I appreciate it. That was a good. You gave him an
mute him. But yeah, man,
he don't know how to act.
somebody said, gotta love Mark's confidence level. Always on me.
Yeah. So, Mark, why we got you on the spot? I heard a rumor that your show is coming out on our network. What's up with that?
Yeah, let's talk about that, Mr. Tight T-shirt man. Is it called Tight T-shirts Anonymous? Don't call, baby.
No, see part of it.
Ah, okay then.
There's a twist now.
It's a duo.
Because see, at first, I was gonna do a show, and what me and Mr. was talking about, I became fearful of myself because I know how far over the line I can go. So now, as a business owner, I can't play with that line anymore. So I said, I did abort. But relationships is something that I would like to talk about. And now I think that I can talk about those things and actually hit points and things that a lot of women, especially in our community, the Black culture, could find. Some will find offensive, but I think some will find to be informative. And they will utilize it to better their situation. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that what is going on behind the scenes, sir? We're trying to be serious right now.
Yeah, Glenn, what are you doing? Who, me? I didn't say a word.
No, this one.
I'm chilling. I'm listening.
This one. So
hey, look, I'm sitting over here counting money, man. This is my club funds. I mean, I just go to my regular.
You know what, Skip? I'm disappointed in you. You know what? You treat Black people differently now. I see it. Yes, I said it. You treat your own people differently. That's two.
Watch this. Okay, let me say this real quick. The situation that you were hitting around to. When I addressed it the other night, it was because of the way it was done. I have no issue with Glenn, Toretto, or even the other guy, David. I have no issue with nobody. What I don't like is the way things are done, especially if I got my hands in it. I'm not the most squeaky clean person on the planet. But if I put my hands in it, I'm going to do what I think is right and what everybody expects me to do. One of the reasons why I shut Glenn down when he started talking was because it was going to go so far right, we couldn't have pulled it back. Because that's a personal issue. That has
it's not personal. It's not personal because that's something that happened in the car community, Skip. I totally understand.
And I get it. I get that.
You get paid to get host. We all know that you host, and you get paid to host. You hosting that show. So nothing on you is nothing on the car community. I put out solid facts.
And I never disputed those facts.
I never said anything, picking at that man or talking about him or nothing like that. Solid facts is what I said. And honestly, the man has a reputation, and it ain't because of me. He built his own reputation.
He's not here. He's not even here.
He's not. But as I posted what I had to say about him, I spoke to him directly, and I'll do it again. And it's not no punking. It's not no trying to pick on nobody. Solid facts is what I said about what happened. And the community needs to know. Because here's what's happening. Everybody's hiding behind trees and whispering. But somebody needs to be in that jungle roaring facts of what happened.
Okay, and all of that is cool. When you made your post, did I come on there and comment? Did I call you and say, hey man, that was fucked up?
No.
None of that. If I believe it's true or it might be true, I let it alone. I let it go.
It was just awareness.
And I get that part. And that's why when it started, when Mark brought it up, I shut it down. Because what was going to happen, it was going to go right.
It was, but that's okay because we all
but,
grown, and that's the situation, and we can handle that.
And you are right, but that's not what this platform is for. That's why I shut it down.
Right.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can respect
You
that.
see what I'm saying? So that's why I shut it down instantly, because this platform is not for that. And if we get that reputation, we won't be able to get rid of it. So
Yeah,
that's
I'm gonna
why I
respect
did
the
what I
ACC
did.
in y'all show. I'm gonna respect that. You know, that's why I ain't, you know,
Right.
doing
And we've learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
He's afraid of getting canceled. I ain't afraid of getting canceled, little ugly ass little boy. J.O. 30 time I'm afraid of getting canceled. You can't cancel me. I'm a bad motherfucker. Bang bang. The fuck I'm afraid of getting canceled. Anyway.
They don't cancel senior citizens.
You're right. Especially senior citizens that talk shit like me. How about that? Ugly ass, tight shirt wearing ass little boy.
But hold on, Skip, you said something.
Back.
People are upset about how you judge. Why, bro? Why would anybody hate on how you judge? I sat with you shoulder to shoulder and seen how you judge, bro. You have an honest way of judging.
Let me answer. Because they feel like their car is the best. Remember earlier I said everybody thinks their car is better than the show? Remember I made that statement? Everybody that comes to the show expects to win.
Yeah. That's okay. They're just gonna have to, you know, be grown about it, because I remember I was at a car show one time. Everybody was accumulated around my car during that whole show, and I walked away with nothing. But did I go after the judge? No, I didn't. It happens, baby. This is the name of the game. This is the jungle. You're gonna hit strike, sometimes you're gonna hit, and sometimes you're gonna miss. You know, if you feel salty about something, you go and you get your car even better, and then try again and keep trying. It's hit or miss. You know?
And everybody's not trophy chasers. Everybody's not doing this for the same reason. I don't give a fuck about a trophy, but I do like for my vehicle to be nice. I do like for it to be, you know, noticed. So everybody don't do it for the same reason.
You're one of the very few that don't wear their egos on their shoulders.
Glenn,
when somebody walks around with $20,000 rims and tires, they expect to win. When they go buy that Hellcat that ain't nobody got, they expect to win. And then when somebody like me point out all the flaws, oh, you fucking hater, you mad because you ain't got it.
Yeah.
No, Skip. You do have.
Here we go. Go ahead.
His mic ain't working.
You do judge emotionally sometimes.
No.
Explain.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He does not.
No. Let him explain, please. Please explain.
Because sometimes Skip has said it to me, and he said it to Hawk before too. He's like, "Look, I'm not gonna give you," because he's pulled both of us to the side before. Yeah, buddy.
Hold on. Now. Okay. Now. Yeah, you got a point.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Don't ever shake your heart to top like that ever again.
Let him make his point so I can come back on that. Go ahead, Mark.
It's a tank top. It's not no fucking.
That ain't no motherfucking tank top. That's a leotard. That shit snap in the middle. The fuck you talking about? That shit like it snap in the middle.
Anyway. Hey, I can take a joke.
You got that right. That shit got a tight. It's got a tight.
Listen. Skip has pulled me, and he has pulled me to the side, and probably some people, other people. He said, "Look, no, I'm not going to give you the trophy again. Let somebody else win." And I believe, and I agree.
No, whoa. Now let me combat that.
He's exposing you.
No, he's not. See, he's not telling.
He's making
hold on, Mark.
Ooh, yeah,
he's not telling. He's not telling the whole story.
Okay.
This was not a car show where that happened at. This was a Wednesday night meet at the little sports bar. Listen to what I'm saying. Oh. This was a Wednesday night meet at the sports bars where Magic them used to throw every Wednesday night, when Mark was hosting it with them. And you get people that come out there with the lights, and it's going to be between Hulk and Mark every single night. So one night I was like, you know what? This dude is here every single night. He's doing this here. I pulled them both to the side and say, hey, man, I want to give y'all this goddamn trophy. I want to let that dude know that he's being noticed. I didn't shit on them and not tell them. I pulled them to the side and say, hey, man, y'all, now let him say, no, Skip, I paid my money like him. He got that fucking trophy. But what did you say? I agree, dog.
Yeah.
So don't come on here throwing that false ass narrative out there like I did like I do that shit at car show.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
hold on, but we had that conversation already before. I can respect that.
But that wasn't a car show. That wasn't a car show. That was that little meat show.
If we
Stop
come
doing that
out,
stuff.
if we come out, we
something.
compete.
Yeah, let me say something because I've been to a car show and I've seen cars win trophies and I ain't get nothing, and mine was the best one out there. And you
didn't wipe it down. Skip already said you didn't wipe it down. You didn't wipe it down.
You just pulled up and you got out.
And again, I'm not even talking about. I'm not even talking about a skip show. And I'm not even talking about a skip show. I'm not talking about skip show. I'm talking about I've been to other shows where other people has judged and didn't walk away with a trophy when I know I deserve the trophy. And the reason why they didn't do it is because I'm always getting a trophy. I could respect somebody coming to me and saying, hey, look, man, we got a bunch of new people out here we want to give a trophy to. I could respect that versus.
But hold on. I did that for you, Mark. I did that for you and Mark because I know y'all personally. Yeah. I knew you didn't. I knew neither one of y'all gave a fuck about them trophies. Yeah. But when somebody constantly enters and they're swinging at a giant, man, they do the one last 5 weeks in a row. Let me pull them together one-on-one. However I did it. Hey, man, I'm going to give this trophy to that dude, man. I don't want you to be upset. You got a problem with it. No, Skip, man, I get what you're doing.
But see,
Hulk, I also got to hit you too, though. Because sometimes you be like Michael Jordan walking up playing basketball with some special ed.
We talked about that too, Skip. We talked about that too, Skip, didn't we?
I came to Hulk at a show.
Yep. We talked about that.
I didn't even enter. I said, Hulk, you ought to be ashamed of yourself entering the show. You knew damn well you was gonna win. Ain't nobody out here compete with you. Let somebody else win. And he looked at me, smell like.
Wait a minute, what?
Hold on.
Yeah, he was proud of that trophy. He took that trophy.
Girl speak.
Nope. And guess what I did with that trophy? I gave it to one of my members.
Yeah, after you got awarded.
But I didn't win best in show either. So there was competition.
Yeah, that was that when that's what Skip said that the dude had the best military car ever. Had a car on the back.
The car seat was camouflage, partner. The fuck you talking about?
That's the show he's talking about.
Hold on. Mm-hmm.
But hold on.
Yeah.
Let me say.
Go ahead.
So why would y'all even enter when you know you're gonna win?
I don't.
And then Skip, you wrong. If those people did not deserve the trophy, if they were actually the best in show, you are wrong because you're setting them up for failure mentally, thinking that they could actually compete with them when they couldn't.
And you got a point. And you are correct. You are correct. But hold on. This was not a $20 entry fee car show. This was a Wednesday night car meet at a sports bar. That's what it was. No, this is what I'm saying. That's what it was. It was $5 to come in the parking lot. You see what I'm saying? And he was displaying like everybody else. And I pulled them to the side. Now, if this had been a car show, I'm sorry. The best car is going to win every time if I'm judging. But no, this was not.
Hulk, I'm going to call you out on your shit too, because when you came to that 3-wheel event.
What 3-wheel event?
The 3-wheel, where it was all 3-wheelers, the slingshot.
Yeah, I wasn't. But hold on, no. Let me explain that. I was invited there. I was at work and I was invited. I didn't even know it was just going to be a 3-wheeler. When I pulled up and found that it was just 3 wheels, I was trying to leave. The person who was throwing the show begged me to stay. There was only 2 cars out there. Okay. There was only 2 cars out there. Me and Green Lantern. And I did not want to stay. They begged me to stay.
Ooh, they begged me to stay.
Well, please make
hold on.
Yeah.
It was all the wheels out there. And it was 2 cars
Since we talk about petty,
why would you buy the car to a slingshot car show?
Bad.
No, you're right. But since we talk about petty, I'm gonna be petty tonight. Somebody in the comments say you can't be the best when your door held up with a tool. I'm just saying.
I'm done. I am fucking done.
I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm sorry. I didn't say it.
I am done.
Tell whoever said it to suck my. Tell them to suck my.
Okay.
Whoever said it.
There you go.
Tell them I said suck my. Because whether it's tough, but whether it's held up with whether it's held up with whatever, they still.
Yes, I did.
They still can't beat my car. They still can't beat my car.
I told y'all I'm betting too. I had to do it.
Wait. They're talking about Hulk?
Yeah, because they can't beat me.
Look at you with your don't act like you ain't shit. You ain't shit.
No. I've been around Hulk's car. He don't hold his door with a tool.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That was one time, and that was only because I didn't need.
It was. I said I was gonna be petty. Shit.
I was like, I've been in his car.
But the person who said it can't beat my car.
Tell him
Ooh.
Can't beat my car.
Tell him.
No, you shot a shotgun there, didn't you?
That's just real talk.
Hey, Hulk.
Real talk.
Hulk, I want military muscle and elite muscle to go down to Memphis together this year, okay? I'm saying that live. We're going to go down together as one team, all right?
Okay.
One team. We're going to do that.
That'd be dope.
I mean,
if you driving that ugly ass car, you don't need to go nowhere.
I ain't driving nothing.
Oh, he rich, y'all. He rich. Them brought fight off.
No, this year everything gets transported. We don't do that. We don't drive to car
He didn't even say tow.
year.
He said transported.
Yeah, we don't. We get transported this year. You know, we not because I learned my lesson last year. Last year I was driving down there.
Yeah, that V6 won't make it. That V6 won't make it.
See, I love you. I love you like an uncle.
I'm old enough to be your uncle. Shit,
I'm not gonna get on that Miami. I'm not gonna get on your Miami.
Grand Marquis.
Go ahead and finish that statement so I can shoot this motherfucking 12 gauge double barrel shotgun I got.
Hey, let me get a disclaimer. Y'all better get all your shit off on this show because we ain't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead. No. Let him get up. Get on it.
Get your shit off in the shit off on. Get it all out.
What?
Somebody says Skip got a hearse.
A hearse. Damn, you don't want to laugh at that bullshit. A hearse?
They said Skip be in front of the funeral directing traffic.
I'm sorry.
My bad.
Don't die now.
I'm sorry.
Calm down. Calm down, Sugar Gabriel.
I'm sorry. Oh God.
Hold on. You say somebody told you I'd be in front of a funeral directing traffic? God damn, Mark, that's an ugly ass laugh, dog. Don't force that shit. Or is the shirt too tight you can't breathe?
Oh God.
I mean, which one is it?
Oh shit.
But anyway.
Okay.
I don't know where to get that shit from.
He put his glasses on. He gonna read that chat.
Whoa!
That shit. I'm gonna read this chat.
What the hell? I didn't know you wore glasses.
Anyway, Skip. I'm old too.
Take that off.
But anyway, all jokes aside, we strayed real big time tonight, but we did get a lot accomplished. Real quick before we go into our last little hurrahs and whatnot, I want to thank Soldier Girl, Glenn, Toretto, and Saul Camaro for coming on and voicing their opinion. I want to shout out BlackFridayAllTheTime.com, one of our sponsors. You guys remember, if y'all go on that website, put in the access code, discount code ACC22, and you will get a 20% discount on everything on the site. Again, thank you to all of our guests tonight. Thank you for everybody for having fun in the comments and whatnot. We don't hold no punches. We try not to anyway, unless it's going to cause a bunch of unnecessary drama. Really appreciate everybody for being here tonight, man. We got our two hosts back. They let me have it.
Y'all
I miss y'all.
When we leave the room, y'all just act a fool.
Yeah,
I miss y'all for real. I really do miss y'all, man.
Yeah, but if
I feel like
Skip, let me have my moment, man.
Mark,
shut your hands up.
Mark, Saw Camaro, Mark, you on punishment.
You are grounded. It took you 8 months. It took you 8 months to come back on the show.
No,
and then got in trouble already.
He reserved all that energy in 8 months and just gave it all to us tonight.
No. Really, guys, really.
Damn it, man.
I have been blessed. I opened up. I started a business, and I'm going to pay. I'm going to have a real commercial. I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to pay y'all. But I really started a business, and it took off, man. And I'm really blessed, and that's what happened. But I'm got my car in the shop, and I'm coming back ready for the season this year. It's going to be all great. Shouts out to Turbo, the new military muscle freaking president. He's doing great things. He's leading, and he's taking the club. He's going to do it even better than I did last year. And I'm just happy.
You ain't do shit. You ain't do shit.
Hey, I tried. I gave my best. I did my best.
You can't do no worse.
You sure can't.
Anyway,
I've
man,
seen worse. I've seen
Miss
worse.
TJ, Miss TJ, Mister, y'all got anything y'all need to say?
My final thought of the night is this platform is to push the culture forward. All jokes aside, nothing's personal. We took some shots. We shoot shots, but we're here to drive the culture forward, and that's what it's all about. The season is upon us. I want us all to be safe and just keep having these conversations, politically correct sometimes, and publicly and privately. So whatever, if it's not driving the culture forward, y'all shouldn't even be talking about it. And if anybody wants to help us drive the culture forward, I appreciate everybody coming on the platform, and everybody's welcome to come on the show at any time. You got a show, we can talk about flyers, because as you see, even the host and the person throwing the show had discrepancies about shows, and that's what we're here for, to clear those things up. Because if we have those questions, then the people in the streets got these questions, and that's what we're here for. So yeah, what you got, TJ? Final thought.
I got nothing.
I love you.
I got nothing.
I love you.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
But the moral of the story of this topic: just do what's best for your club.
Yes. Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, and I got one last thing.
Mute him.
Wait, everybody's doing their last closing remarks.
Watch this. I told y'all to mute. I'm gonna say now. I told you to mute. Go ahead.
For the four
Listen. Let's read one last comment. It says Saul Camaro should be on the show.
Shit.
Okay.
You didn't even type that shit.
And I want everybody to go out and open up an account at World Fart.
I know I'm coming.
So for the record, your show is coming to the network or no, Mark? Did you hear?
Nope, he didn't even hear you.
Mark, I didn't hear it. What happened?
For the record, is your show coming to the network?
It is. If we're going to do it, as soon as you come to my house, like you promised, 3 times. Three times. Look, I got my setup. I got my background. I got everything ready. All I need you to come over here and show me how to do it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to these cameras and shit. I'm on my phone.
All right.
I'm on my phone.
It's coming. It's coming, people. And,
all right.
And what's
I know one thing. If you don't get a new wardrobe, ain't nobody going to go in and see that.
The name of the show is going to be called "Where Do We Go From Here?"
Yes.
And I want my son.
Because we're going to bring up topics about Black love, Black relationships, where men are going wrong, where women are going wrong, and we got this constant battle. Even though we still fucking, we still having plenty of babies, but we don't like each other, so we got to figure this out. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? See what I'm saying?
I got nothing for this.
Where do we go from here?
Tune in and tell a friend if you like that type of content. We want to have a show for everybody. You like car culture, you got a show. You like sports, Monday nights. You just want to hear somebody's opinion about stuff, you got a show on Wednesday. You got a show with more stuff coming. So I appreciate
Shit. That motherfucker cut his circulation on that little bit of his shirt.
Yo, it's loose. It's loose.
No, you pulling it. Look how that shit snap back like a rubber band. That shit buttoned up in the middle.
No, it does not. It's a regular shirt.
Yeah, what the
It's
fuck?
a regular shirt. Look,
Show me
it's
no
loose.
snaps at the bottom. Show me no snaps at the bottom.
There's no snaps, son.
You tuck that shit in, don't you?
No.
Can we wrap this up, please?
Exactly.
Can we wrap this up?
Thank you, man.
Wrap this up.
Thank you, man.
Please.
Get him.
All right, peace out.
Peace.
Your final
Peace.
thoughts, please.
Oh,
Hope-
shit.
I want to hear how
Friends,
the final
friends.
starts.
If you haven't liked the broadcast, like the broadcast, share the broadcast, subscribe to the channel. It always helps us. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is Atlantic Car Cast on Atlantic Cast Network every Thursday at 8 o'clock. And these usually run for 2.5 hours. I don't know how, but they do. So we'll see y'all next week. And we finna get the hell up out of here. You hear me? Hawk and T outside coming soon. More to come. So later, Gator.
My pipe is